Hello. You are you. What the fuck? So apparently, guys, give me a second. Apparently they are not being able to hear you for whatever reason. That doesn't mean that I didn't know they heard that. Like the Good, good. Hello, Brandon. How's it going? How are you? Welcome. Welcome. What the fuck was that? I have no idea. They are doing things and I'm confused. I'm gonna be straight up
You
honest.
need to come here and find out.
I regret being here. Don't worry, I am too. I'll testify to spiders. You know what? I think they qualify. I think they would qualify. Hello, everybody.
That may or may not be true.
You interrupted me saying hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Hot Takes. I hope you guys have been doing well. Welcome to another episode. Sorry about having an episode in a long time. Welcome one and all. We are talking Hot Takes tonight, and I have two guests with me today, and this will be the last time you see this coffee shop, because next week's debut will usher in an entirely new one.
Woohoo!
So let's say hello to our guests. Hello, Skya, and hello, Blackman. Hello, Skya. How did you get here? What do you do and all that stuff?
I slipped through the shadows and I popped up here. And what was the other question? I forget.
What do you do?
Stream.
Ew. We got a streamer here. Ew.
Oh my god,
Ew.
we got a streamer.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
I play games and I be sussy and cute and yeah.
I don't agree with that.
What?
I don't agree with
What
it.
do you mean?
I don't agree with it.
You don't think I'm cute?
No, it's like a good 8 out of 10. I'm just joking. You know I'm messing with you. Hello, Blackman. How are you? What did you do and all that stuff? And how'd you get here?
I got here through the ancient gateway after battling the ancient fuel weaver. After stacking all of those stones together.
I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, I'm a soul sucker.
I don't know what that means.
Who is it for?
You
I
don't
don't
know?
mean Sai.
No,
I mean the
has
other
no
one.
one played here Don't Starve Together? What the
No.
heck?
No.
What the heck?
I mean, I own it. I just don't play it often.
That's my life every day, but like, I play that every
What
day
the
in
heck?
IRL.
Also,
Yeah, Don't Starve.
what do you do?
What do I do?
Yes.
I conduct experiments on people, living test subjects, only. Make them play spooky games. I play spooky games. We see what sort of terror we get up to. Currently on the docket it's been Hunt Showdown, but we're going to be swapping into playing Don't Starve Together.
Is it because you
And
finally
seeing if
lost
we
your
can
mind
defeat the
about?
Celestial Champion.
Is it because you lost your mind about, you know, Hunt?
The glitches may have made me very upset.
The wolf is upsetty spaghetti. Let's go.
Just a little bit, but it's okay.
Upsetty
It's okay.
spaghetti.
They fixed the bad glitches. The glitches are good now.
That
Like they
doesn't
have
sound
been
good.
resolved. The good glitches now. They're
I-
only good glitches. Like sometimes the wall will just delete itself. Right? It'll just, and you can see through it, and then you can shoot your enemies through it. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, you're right the first time. Should team.
Yeah,
So,
team kill.
speaking of
Always
video
team kill.
games, we should actually go into our first topic if you guys are ready,
Oh, we're getting
actually.
right into it. Okay,
Yes.
no
Right into the
foreplay, no
nitty-gritty.
nothing. Just like,
No,
right
no,
into
no.
it.
We don't
Yeah,
need foreplay
nice
where
and
we're
deep into
going.
the topic.
We need to go right down deep and just fucking... We need to finish with our topics, come on.
We haven't
Yeah.
even started yet.
Exactly.
Who's in the mood?
Yeah, take me out to dinner first. Maybe candle ambiance.
You don't even need candle in the ambiance, you don't
And
need
some
food.
nice sultry music would be nice, you know.
Yeah, what do you want? Salsa dancing too?
No.
I want
What do you want?
I want body dancing and salsa music.
I'm gonna be honest,
If you
I
know
think
the
that's what you
acronym,
want in
you know
chicken
the
nuggets.
acronym.
Like the body dancing and salsa, BDSM.
I'm gonna be
Oh,
honest, the easiest
yes.
way to get to my heart is just giving me chicken nuggies.
Yeah, but if I give you chicken nuggies, I don't have chicken nuggies.
Exactly, that's why no one does it. Oh, real pain.
Yeah, how dare you talk about chicken nuggets right in front of me?
I said I wanted it. What, can I not say I want chicken nuggets?
My chicken nuggets.
They're not
Boy,
yours.
Comrade Naomi.
They're all mine.
Whatever pronouns you prefer. I am a
His
shapeshifter.
his pronouns are pound and town.
Shapeshifter, thank you. Just like how yours are bottom boy.
No, it's pimp boy.
Femp boy?
Fimp.
Femp boy?
Pimp.
Femp?
Yes.
Sounds like some sort of weed strain.
Yes, it is. The new pimp boy weed strain. I'm mixing it with the coffee. No wonder everyone keeps coming
Ape
back.
shitter, yeah.
Well, let's actually go to the first topic of the night. Why the fuck are you not showing? There we go. Fucking finally. Holy shit.
That lag.
Yeah, that. Well, either way, the first topic of the night that I wanted to ask you guys is: do you guys think? Let's say, I'm on as of recently, I like you said with like bugs and glitches.
Yeah.
And just with developers talking about how they like think of their games, all the shit.
Yes.
Also, we see your mouse, by the way. So,
Yes, I'm going to do this periodically to bother you.
oh my gosh, this is gonna drop my.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to ruin your masterpiece.
Okay, so my opinion as of recently is I feel like it's time to start blaming developers for bad games as well, and not just the people corporate above them. And that is
And
my
blaming
opinion.
the people who actually work on the game.
So yes. So my question to you is: are developers to actually blame for bad video games?
They're just doing what they're told.
Well,
They don't
yeah.
have enough power and leeway to actually say, "Hey, no one's gonna be stupid."
Well, no, but
it
it's
depends.
yeah, because like for example, do you guys remember Mrs. Freeze from Suicide Squad?
No.
No. Who the hell played Suicide Squad? I
That's the
didn't play
point,
Suicide Squad.
but there's another point to it. Is they introduced a new character, which was also really bad, but all the developers on the staff are basically like, I couldn't see what was wrong with it. And it was just really bad
Wait,
overall.
did you say Mrs. Freeze? Or
Mrs. Freeze. It was a gender bent version of
That's
Mr.
not
Freeze.
a character. It's Mr. Freeze. You have Killer Frost and Mr. Freeze.
Listen, Mr. Freeze's wife was a normal person, not Mr. Freeze. If they gender bent and were like, yeah, nope, she went crazy. It's like, no, that's not the point. The point was he went too far taking care of his wife. Are developers to blame for bad games? Not always. Sometimes it's investors.
I will agree.
Sometimes it's publishers.
I will agree.
For example, if you have to take something, Arcane Studios and Bethesda Studios were trying to shift. I'm going to bring up Arcane Studios all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Redfall, terrible game. It was supposed to be a multiplayer. It was supposed to be everything that Arcane was not good at. All right, they're good at immersive sims. They're not good at multiplayer,
Shooters.
power vampire open world shooters. All right, but that is what was demanded of them, and they delivered. And what they delivered was a major stinker.
Yeah. You know what my problem is? I will agree that it's not every single developer's fault, but then you get to developers such as the new game, Dustborn. Have you heard of that?
Am I supposed to have heard of it?
No, because it only sold around 60 copies. The player base topped out at around 60 people max. But the problem is game journalists and all these other people were hyping up the game like it's the best game ever, and then it flops that hard. But the developers have been really sticking by it and saying it's like the best
And
game
who
ever.
paid those game journalists to make those articles? What, do you think they do it for free out of the kindness of their hearts? No. They either ask for free copies to go ahead and review it and possibly create publicity for themselves and the developer, or they're paid to write something positive about it. Why do you think game journalism is so soulless and you shouldn't read any articles and should make your own inferences up?
Oh no, I fully agree with that. My whole point is the developers aren't saying, hey, we might have fucked up here, we could have changed a few other things, it wasn't the company above us. They're saying this was the best idea ever, you know, on their personal stuff as well. And they're also complaining about the people not buying the game. They're saying this is the best game ever. To people who are hating on this game, you guys are the the worst there is, basically.
Well, it's because they're trying to they're trying to pull a they're trying to pull a Morbius, and they're trying to be like, it's so good. It's so good, you should just see it and make... People think that they can gaslight or peer pressure into getting sales.
Well, this is also the same thing with Concord. So, the thing about it is have you heard of
Concord was a Overwatch-like shooter.
It was.
It was supposed to be very competitive, but it sucked.
It sucked. And one of the developers recently came out and was like, I don't care, this was my first AAA game I've ever worked on, I'm very proud of it. And then someone's like, I'm sorry, I know this probably wasn't you, this was probably like the big wigs above you and all this other stuff. And their response was, what should I care about anyone else's, like, let me find the actual tweet again, because I want to say this word for word so everyone can understand what I'm trying to talk about here. Let me find it.
I don't think I can have much input in this kind of topic.
I know.
Do you have any...
I'll give you 1 sec.
I'm not very much of a in the gamer world.
But you
That's why I do, but I play games that my mods and my friends suggest to me. I don't keep track of stuff.
I don't either. I take advantage of Steam's refund policy, and if I'm not having fun within the first hour of playing a game, I refund it.
Damn.
Why is it? Look, I am so low graphics right now.
I know it's my that's my internet struggling right now. It's because there's like 2 routers.
Are you sure
here.
it would not be a good idea to just use my Fujitech? Come on.
I mean, I can use a Fujitech.
Are you afraid of having
It's because
No, it's not that. I'm trying to. I was more of
it's because
wanting.
he's running the VNet thing, which takes up a lot of Wi-Fi usage. So
I see. No, I get it. I'm teasing him. That's all.
And so yeah, what was it?
I am a streamer, but I don't keep up with games or anything. I don't keep up with anything. I don't even know.
Oh yeah, I found his comment.
I know what I like, what I don't like, but I don't know what differentiates like a good game between a bad game.
This is what he said. I don't care. It was a huge labor from a lot of insanely talented people making an awesome game. Why would I care about a bunch of talentless freaks hating on it? I'm sure having fun playing it, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. That was to a comment saying, I'm so sorry this had to be your first. I didn't believe it's you, I believe, or anyone other dev's faults. This is the game. That is the game has performed so poorly. I can tell that this is a lot of effort to put in to completing this game, and it just came from the wrong time and the wrong genre. So, from a comment like that, you're
it's
getting...
called Cope. It's called Cope and Seethe and Maul.
It's called Boo, your game sucked. Just like fucking deal with it.
Sometimes people don't have the mental fortitude to accept that maybe what they made wasn't the best, and so they will double down because if they've put their blood, sweat, and tears into something and then it's called shit, they can't cope it. They can't handle it. Well, it's easier to lash out than to be wise about your feelings. A lot of people are unskillful, and they would rather be like, you guys aren't game programmers. Why should I care about what you think? And it's because you care what your consumers think.
The problem is, I don't think this person does care about his consumers. You want to call all of your consumers literally like, was it talentless? Talentless bastards, basically. You don't call them talentless. And basically say that's your consumer, because you're just insulted the consumer. Why would they buy any of your shit if you're insulting them?
See, a person may not be able to actually create a game. They may actually be able to develop it, but you can bet your ass that they have played more games and put more hours into games than any developer has.
Mm-hmm.
And they know how a game should work, how a game shouldn't work, based on how many games they've played and how many hours they've put into games and what they do and don't like, and how something could be fixed. They might not know how to fix it, but but they will know what can be improved. They won't know how exactly to do it, but they will know, hey, this don't work, fix it. They'll tell you exactly what to fix. They just won't tell you. They just won't know how to actually.
Hello.
How actually to fix it. That makes sense, right?
Yeah, you make sense. My whole point was,
Yeah.
when it comes to developers like this and the people who did Dustborn and a few other games, in my opinion, when you start hating on your actual fans who are just saying, "Hey, this isn't as good," you know, you probably could have changed a few things and probably would have been better, and you get vitriol, like basically calling them talentless, like losers. I'm gonna be honest. It doesn't sound like you're gonna change your ways. It sounds like you're doubling down on what you did, and why would I buy anything from you after that? And
They're
that
just
case,
upset they're not Nintendo.
well, my point is
Nintendo
this.
does that all
my-
the time. No, Nintendo rails their fan base, uses them like a fleshlight, and then throws them in the dumpster. And you know what? They still have plenty of people buying their content. Why? Because they make good stuff, even if it's robbery.
Yeah,
Let's
but
not forget the Nintendo Store and releasing games that came out, oh, I don't know, back in the 90s for $60. Why? Because people will still buy it, and they're butthurt that Nintendo gets this treatment, but they think that they can somehow bully people into second guessing themselves and paying that
What?
just a little bit extra.
the blaming the community for each game flopping is never a cash money plan, and they acting like they had. I'm just harassing and hating others, and they acted like they ain't doing hate speech, but players are forced to. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think anyone's really forced into doing it. It's one of those things of. The game devs, at least
Like,
the ones
it's
I'm
your fault
talking.
you don't like my game.
When you start having that as a thing, when you start making that the normality of how you see your stuff, like when a game dev says, it's not my fault the game's bad, it's the player's fault because they didn't like what I made. When you start saying that,
So much sense.
it's
Hold
really
up.
dumb.
Shit, I didn't. Silence. I didn't turn off my follows.
I saw that.
Wait, what?
I didn't. Comrade Naomi, thank you for the follow and
Yeah,
welcome
thank you
to the
too.
team. My
No
low
way.
graphics, thank you so much for doing that. Let me just.
I'm
turn
sorry
all
he's low
these
poly.
off
Honestly,
real quick.
honestly, it would you probably look better. Hey, wait, Sky, do you want to host the thing instead, or?
You want me to host the VNet?
Yeah, that probably actually.
Sure, I can do that.
Yeah, you
Sure,
host it and I can
do
join.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
let's save me
I
some
feel like
internet.
such a dumb face.
No, you're
yeah,
good.
yeah, I'll save you some internet.
Yeah, you'll save me some internet. He'll look better.
Yeah.
No,
Do you remember the password that mine is at? I'll
No,
redo it.
Okay.
just make it the same,
I'm
and
gonna
I'll
take
just.
this intermission.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna take.
Sorry.
Why are you so big?
I'm going to just stare at everyone while I go get more chocolate milk.
Okay, it's gonna take a while for you to like truly fix yourself, just cause all this shit.
Here, I'll send you the
What
password.
the fuck? So I wonder if it's also
Yeah,
on your
that's
end
my
too. Just go squeeze the internet fruit for more juice. Yes, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna squeeze the internet for more juice. That's exactly what I'll do. Is Blackbird gonna
that's the
swallow us
password.
whole? Not what you're thinking, and I know that's what you want, so stop it. You dirty bastards.
Oh, you guys can't
I'm
see
gonna
me yet.
bonk the shit out of you guys.
Oh,
Did
hey.
you get the password?
Yeah, give me a second.
Ow.
Stop trying to eat everybody, gosh damn it.
The lag.
The lag is on his end, I think, because like I'm doing
No,
fine
it's
now.
not.
Really? It's on mine. Is you're
No,
good?
it's not. No, my nothing is downloading.
All right.
Here, I'll stop watching. I will set up my network speed to be limited. It is set to be limited now.
Okay, I joined. Yep, I joined.
Join?
Yep, it's just loading me in.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Also,
It's saying
Sorry, food speeds are confirmed. Yes.
also the internet route for more shoes, Valko 6. I prefer the internet udders, the milk of the internet.
Milk of the internet. Let's go.
Just squeeze the booba.
Yes.
Yeah, booba.
See, we got some.
Yeah.
Let's go. We win. Let me take that down. Actually.
Woo!
God. Alright, like a
You're still
mother-
Yeah.
uploading, aren't you? Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I'm still loading.
Okay. You're done.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry to say it, Sky, but I have a bowl of cereal and I'm all out of milk.
Gosh damn it, dude.
Hold up.
Not on stream, mate. I don't want to get
Okay,
canceled that quickly.
Unfortunately, I'm not lactating right now. You missed that time of the month.
God damn it. Alright, I'll just drink this other milk that I got from a different source.
Okay.
Damn.
Unfortunate.
Also, by the way, orange juice right from
It's
the
not the
orange
same.
isn't bitter. What the fuck? Don't ask these bastards. What did she say? She said the thing, okay? Man, you really are
yeah,
like lagging.
You know, I appreciate someone being a little bit cursed. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't have anything open.
You're still uploading. Okay, I should be.
Yeah, remember
soon.
my model is 4K. I see you now.
You see me now?
Yeah, I see. You're
okay, I
good.
should
You're
see
good.
You soon. I mean, it doesn't really matter if I see you. It's more like
Yeah,
you see me,
yeah.
so.
Are you sure it's just not video VTube?
No,
It's not the ninja thing?
I don't know.
No, we're
Are you
not.
sure it's not?
I don't know. I really don't know. I think it's fine. We'll just continue as it is right now, and hopefully it'll get better. I
Did I
guess.
have a kid? No, I didn't.
Oh my gosh.
Excuse me, sorry.
Yeah,
No,
it's
I
like
didn't have
the
a
moment I
kid.
click off, you actually get better. Is the weird part. Okay,
Click off
so
what?
Yeah. I don't
the
get it.
moment I click off OBS, yeah, no, the moment I click off the moment I click off of Opera, yeah. But either way, so yeah, that's my opinion when it comes to game designers is when you have game designers like that who actively go after the fan base, and this isn't just for like game designers, but like anyone who's making anything. The moment you go after your fans is the moment I'm starting to think it's also just your fault in general, because it's starting to sound like these were just your ideas as well. And let's be honest, they had 8 years. Both Dustborn and fucking Concord had 8 years in development.
That's a long ass time. What the
And they have bombed. Not even in a good way.
Eight-
Not everyone's
Concord,
a winner.
That's
Well,
8
you-
years of your life just like down the drain.
8
You're,
years,
like,
and you know what
Well,
else?
The thing is, it's not 8 years of your life down the drain because you got paid that entire time.
Yeah,
All right, you're just not going to get paid again. You'll have to look for a job elsewhere.
I'm gonna be
But for
honest.
8 years, you have a job. Sometimes people don't even have that. Accept that your game was a failure with grace. Instead of whining like it's going to change something.
Yeah.
Listen, if you're going to be an unprofessional child, you really think that when someone hires you, they're going to look at your Twitter post and they're going to go, yes, I definitely want this person, this man-child,
Yeah.
child, or, I mean, shit, I don't know. Maybe they're hiring
know.
children nowadays. Do I look like I'm an employing specialist? No.
But it is true. Like if you do take it with grace, they'll be like, okay, this person,
Yeah.
mature, you know, maybe the games just didn't do very well, but their skills are good. You know, they still have good skills, and they can, you know, they can accept, you know, that the game didn't do so well. We'll hire you again, and hopefully this game will be better. But if you like just whine, hey, did good job, the game was good, you guys are all wrong, yeah, like people aren't gonna hire you.
Minecraft proves that children yearn for the mines. No. No. So
Wait. Comrade has a point.
No,
No.
they do not.
Into the uranium mines they go.
No, coal mines. What the fuck? Are you a
think of it.
monster?
Oh, and by the way,
did I think of
I am. By the way, they
Do,
still.
do, do.
This is like really a side tangent, really messed up.
Uh-huh.
They do still have. They do still have people not wearing lead protection in actual uranium mines with pickaxes still.
Yes.
Just think about that. Uranium mines, uranium, pickaxe, no protection. That is
Mhm.
crazy. That is insanity.
Coal,
Anyways,
uranium, gold, diamond, don't mind. But my point is
What's so bad about uranium? I'm stupid, so like
that's
just please
okay.
explain.
Okay, Sky.
Chernobyl,
what-
it liquefies you. It turns you into a human
So-
smoothie.
So you know radiation,
okay.
Skya?
Yeah.
Uranium makes a lot of that.
Okay, can we yeah, I remember. Okay, I remember. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
also
yeah.
called
It's all common.
yellow cake.
Yellow?
Hey, that's what my butt's called.
No, because then you'd be illegal because that's
What, 'cause you
basically a
fucking-
nuclear
You
device.
pee and it stains your fur.
No,
Okay,
it's
so
because
spicy
I'm
rock.
a golden wolf. My insides are golden. I'm a goopy shapeshifter. What the heck?
Uranium fever
Why did it
has
go to
gone.
piss? You
Yo,
little
we eating
piss
uranium?
goblin,
No, we're not
Sky, the
eating
piss
uranium.
goblin here.
I'm not into water sports. Ew.
Why the fuck
Yeah.
did you bring it up then? That's where your mind went when you thought of yellow cake. instead of the
Because your
food.
butt, if you peed in like your fur, you got
Thank you for the
some sand in your fur,
shout-outs,
and your
the
fur is all yellow
plutonium.
and
Desserts,
because your fur
no.
is white, so it.
You'll be
I have-
fine.
I have a
FBI's
I have
opening
a
up.
photo that proves otherwise, but I can't show it on stream, so I'm just gonna sit
Ew.
here and be like, "Mwah."
The fuck is going on? You know what? Can we get back to the game? Can we get back to the? Can we go back to the topic I was talking about? How I think we should start blaming developers for bad games.
I don't think we should blame the developers per se,
I do.
but I think you should definitely blame the. It's not their decisions though.
I'm gonna be
Like
honest.
they don't make the decisions.
At this point, when they're defending some of the decisions as much as they are for like Concord, Dustborn, and a few other games like that, I'm starting to wonder if they actually wanted those decisions to go through too.
What if they're just contractually obligated to have to
So
say
they might have
something
they might be
like
under NDAs. They
I
might have to
don't-
for their sake of their jobs.
The reason I say
They can't
that,
badmouth their upper head.
well, the thing is, there's bad
Maybe
mouthing.
they're getting abused at work, and their
They-
mental
they-
is so unstable that they're starting to give really bad takes.
There is a difference between being like contractually obligated and then hiding comments that disagree with you and saying, "I'll pay me $8 and I'll unhide those comments."
Okay, and that's just stupid.
Exactly. Also, Bungie.
Generally, I don't think the developers themselves are responsible, but like
I do. I think some of them. I'm not saying all of them, but I do think a few of them.
Also, Silinx,
Yes.
these questions that you have sent me
Yes.
have so many typos in them.
he's
I'm
dyslexic.
dyslexic,
I know,
mate.
but Sai, I can help. I can read through this. All you gotta do is ask me.
I
you
was
gotta do is
the
ask.
thing about it is this was a bit of a last minute thing because I've been really busy this week and
You know
because
what? That is fair enough.
I have
and
a
I get it, but what is
I'll read it and you'll understand later.
okay?
I
Okay.
don't want to spoil. I don't want to spoil it yet.
Is it agencies that spell engine size?
Damn it!
No. It's from her competing.
Oh,
I thought it was
that
an
we're
agency.
going into that. We're going into that one later. Trust me on that one.
Okay.
So
You want to go to the next topic?
yeah, you know what? Yeah, fuck it. Let's go to the next topic. I kind of talked about what I want to talk about with that. But yeah, we'll go to the next topic.
Well,
We're so chaotic.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
No,
when developers blaming for bad games, blame the people who have the direction, the guiding hands,
Yeah.
whether
I
that be
do.
whether that be the
'Cause
wallet,
they're just doing as they're
money,
told.
Well, I know.
or
I'm not
if it's
saying-
the directors.
No, the thing is,
You
I'm
blame
not
a director for a bad film, you don't blame the actors themselves.
I
mean,
do.
unless the
Well,
actor's
no. I blame some of the
but
actors as
but
well.
Who hired the actors? Who hired the actors?
The director. Well, you don't.
Right?
No,
but
no,
the-
that's a casting. There's the director. There's the casting director. It's two different people.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
but
then the casting
had to
director.
have been appointed by the head director.
Yeah.
Or as I said, the money.
Yeah.
The money might have appointed it. If a studio backs your idea
Yeah.
and they have the money and they go, we want this person in here.
The thing about it is this.
Yeah, I know.
It could, oh,
Watch
the thing is,
Ocean Kill. You'll understand.
so my problem though, another problem I have with that is when you go to that type of thinking, then you go, okay, this person blamed this person because this person did this and this person hired this person because that was his job. My thing is this. The casting director is to hire cast. The director's to hire the cast member. The director hires most everyone else, so it goes to the director, but then he gets that money from the studio, and then the studio has to think, hey, what are we gonna do? Let's hire this person. And then they ask the big boss. The big boss says, sure, why not? You know, it goes all the way up to the top. And at the end, you're just blaming the top executive every single time something fails. When I'm gonna be honest, sure, he probably is the fuck up there, and I'm pretty sure it
Well,
goes
I
all the way down. But
definitely
no, let me finish on this. It probably does. He's probably the big guy. He probably did pick up on that. But my problem is, then you can't seem to go to like the smaller people who actually did. Like, let's be honest. Say a movie is great, but one actor just didn't give enough of a performance as much as the others were, and that was clearly
actor's
phoning it
good.
in. That actor is shit. But when the entire movie is bad, you just go to the director and say
The
it's
entire
bad.
cast is bad. Everything was bad.
So my thing is, when it comes to video games, when something is bad, sure, the director has to hire these people. They have to do all this stuff. But when you also have them going up on social media and defending it as much as they've been doing and saying charging back and all this stuff, I'm sorry, that developer,
do
in my
wanna
opinion,
counter your
is shit.
I do want to counter your point though, because like take the movie Descendants 4: The Rise of Red, okay? It's a
Okay.
It's a movie.
Okay.
The movie is horrible. Okay.
Okay.
The movie is so bad. The acting though is pretty decent. It's pretty fine.
Yeah.
The acting itself is really good, so you can't blame the actors for doing what they're told.
I'm not saying that.
The
What
movie,
I'm
the
saying,
movie
so
itself is shit.
I fully agree.
Because
My-
like the filming is shit, the filmography is shit, the soundtrack is shit, the plot is shit, but
Yeah.
the actors gave a good performance. So you can't blame the actors for the movie itself being bad, because they did what they could with what they had.
I fully agree, but my point isn't that. My point is, it seems to be every single person doesn't want to blame anyone except the big wigs, in which I fully agree, they are probably to blame. But at the same time, you do have
I blame
really.
the animators
Let me
from PC Cast are making Fairy Tail Hunter's Quest look fucking horrible.
That's fine, but my point is,
The animators did a shit job, and I blame them solely.
The thing is this: when it comes to the gaming industry, everyone doesn't want to blame the developers themselves, and I'm saying, as it goes on, I think some of the developers need to go. Because I honestly don't think every developer is out of their kindness of their heart wanting to make a product that everyone wants to enjoy. Some of them I do think just want a paycheck. And I think if you can't criticize
Of course
them,
they want a paycheck. I'd
doesn't?
sit on my ass
No,
all day
no,
if I
no.
didn't have if I didn't have a reason to get a paycheck. You think I work out of the kindness of my heart? No.
no, I fully agree.
You think that
I
I
work to get
some sort of
paid.
satisfaction out
Yes.
of going out into the 100-degree weather?
But everyone
and
acts like
stopping
that.
Bugs from invading people's homes? No.
Exterminating.
All right?
December, yeah.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am.
But my
And I'll tell you. All right, when someone goes for acting and developing both,
yes,
but your reputation is your moneymaker.
yes,
If you do not seem loyal, or you have to jump through hoops to get positions.
yes.
That's
So if
true.
you're wondering why it seems like people are a little unhinged and developers going wah 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 every time something goes poorly, it's because they're trying to have a certain image, because they're trying to jerk off the next person who will keep their job. Say that they defend the game vehemently.
Yes.
The top is gonna look at them and go, this person's loyal, we're going to keep them. Versus the person who has said nothing, budget cut time, bye-bye. When
I'm
it comes
just-
to acting, you say anything political, oh my god, good luck getting hired as a new actor. You say something political, you get accused of something. Remember Johnny Depp?
Yeah, I
How
remember
he got
that.
Oh, fuck
hired,
yeah.
never had to clear his name.
Yeah.
He had that accusation hanging over him, and he almost lost everything.
I mean, Kesha
Yeah.
had to stop making music for like an entire year because of what happened with
Yeah.
her manager. Right.
Well,
Yeah.
no,
So
no. I'm not. The thing is this though, when that happens, people can get criticized. When it comes to the gaming industry, if I go out to say, hey, maybe just the devs weren't that good, I get thrown back. No, it's clearly the CEO's fault. It's clearly the people above them. It's clearly that the developers clearly
it
just want
depends on what's not good about the
Let me explain.
game.
Let me explain.
I blame
I
the
did-
environment of developing games. If you fail at it, failure isn't tolerated, so you have to double down. Otherwise, you are seen as a liability, and they get rid of you.
Because it depends what's
not
not
all-
good about the game. Like the graphics aren't good, then yeah, it's the developer's fault for not doing good graphics. But
Yeah.
if the game itself, say the plot of the game is not good, well, you have to blame the person who actually came up with the plot of the game. If you
They don't.
if you say that the gameplay is not good, well, the person who the developer of that gameplay
yeah.
is to blame.
Yeah, I fully agree with that. But the problem is this:
But
when I
sign
no,
off
no,
on
no.
like decisions that make the game bad, then yeah, the person who made a decision
Do you know what the problem
is
is?
to blame.
I try to say stuff like that, like this person is to blame because this is the person who actually did that. But every single time I go to do that, and I'm like, this person just isn't good at his job. Like for example, when it came to Starfield, I think the writer for the story needs to be fired. He did an abysmal job. The story was as one note as it is. It's just go explore the stars with your buddies. That's it. It wasn't very interesting. I'm in a bunny suit, but let's not go on that.
Yeah.
Thank
But-
you, Reaper. Appreciate you.
But my point is, I don't feel like how about when you can't criticize those people, and it honestly feels like I literally can, because whenever I go like, this person just did a really shit job, people go like, just blame the director. It's clearly Microsoft's fault, or it's clearly Bigwig's fault. And I'm like, no, because they still want to make a good product as well. At the end of the day, it's also the writer's fault. The main writer did the same thing during Skyrim, and the Skyrim didn't have that great a thing. And I also didn't like Fallout 4 story that much because it was basically rendition of 3s. Like, it all felt lazy. And when you see a
blame Todd
pattern like
Howard.
this, blame Todd Howard. But the thing is, I don't think Todd Howard was in charge of quest design or the story.
Yes, he was.
Who's Todd Howard?
Todd Howard is the head
Yeah.
of Bethesda Game Studios.
So,
He was the face of it. He's like Gabe Newell, but for
Yeah.
Please tell me you know who Gabe Newell is.
yes, I know, but she don't. Damn it.
You don't know who Gabe Newell is?
I
You
don't
haven't
know
heard of Lord
anything
Gaben?
about like games and
Okay,
developments and shit.
Gabe Newell.
I know
Gabe
nothing.
Newell created Steam.
Yes.
Oh.
He created Steam. He created Team Fortress 2. He created Half-Life. He created Half-Life
Deadlock.
2. He created Half-Life Alyx. He signed off on Half-Life Alyx. Of course, they make such. Yeah.
Wait, what? Say that again? I actually didn't process that. Say that again.
Hey, Sky, you wanna like have a like? Do you wanna just like? I think it's like $2 for Half-Life 2. You should like buy it.
Half-Life 2 is great, actually.
What is it? What is it though?
No, wait, get Half-Life
it
1
is
originally. Get Half-Life 1.
You know what? We'll talk about it later, Sky.
Yeah, we'll do
We
later,
should stay
later.
On topic, and
But-
we should talk about.
But my thing is this. I can't seem to criticize them half the time, because whenever I do criticize them, they always say, look higher. It's usually the CEO's fault or something like that. I'm like, motherfuckers, I'm criticizing the writing of this game. The writer of this game is shit. Sure, with Todd Howard, we know who it is. But if I do it to another game, they go like, no, it was clearly like the director or someone above his thing. And like, dudes, if we want better games, we need to also criticize individual developers who are doing bad jobs. And it doesn't seem like we get to do that because they always seem to blame the person higher than them. And I'm like, sure, it probably is that, but they
it's
still need to be
because
blamed.
the person higher than them is one who agreed to it.
Yes, but the thing is,
So like they
he
had the
came up
final
with the
say.
idea.
They could have like, okay, no, this is shit, redo it, but they didn't. They're like, okay, no, this is
Yes.
fine.
But the thing is,
So like they are still to blame for signing off on something that
I
was
fully
terrible.
agree, but if it's still terrible, they can still go like, no, we'll push it back at a harder bottom line, but then we'll make a bit more money. We actually get it good. So in some ways, I think they're both to blame. That's my thing. I think they're both to blame, but one just gets free ride because he's a quote-unquote developer and they get treated poorly, which I'm gonna be honest,
I mean, it's
they
true
do.
that like a lot of ultimates that I've played have like very. The stories are like could be better.
Exactly.
Actually, I do blame the translators because a lot of my games have typos. They
So,
have fucking typos.
and
I'm
we
like,
can't-
dude, this is an official release of a game on the fucking Switch, on Nintendo, and it has like fucking. I found like at least like 10 typos in one fucking route before.
So my thing is this. Damn it. But my thing is this. Now you can't criticize them because, oh my gosh, they're developers. It was clearly someone above that. Do you see what I'm meaning now? Like, if I can't criticize the translator for getting it wrong or having typos, and I can't criticize the guy who did the main gameplay for this game because I think it's not as good as it used to be, or I can't criticize the writer, then nothing changes. They just get it scot-free. They think they did a good job and they move on to the next game to do the same thing.
Whoever wants a pat on the back, it's like, good job, you did good. No, you
Yeah.
fucking didn't.
That's the
Find
thing
your
is,
fucking find your field of employment.
The thing is, you can't even say that anymore. You can't go like, this developer was not very good at his job. I think the gameplay was sucky, and I think he had a big part in it. And you can't say that anymore because he's a developer. He had crunch. He's had this. Even if he actually hasn't had that, they still get this. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think anyone on
Yeah.
Dustborn or Concord had that happen. I don't think they actually had that much crunch. I honestly think this is the game they wanted to launch. They launched it and it bombed, and now they're coping with it. But I can't criticize the developers because they're developers and they need to be that they're getting like pushed around by the big corporation. And I'm not saying all companies are the same. Some of them probably are like that. But if I can't criticize the small developers, then how do we get better games if the same people making the game shit are still there?
You don't.
Exactly.
Just suffer with horrible games.
That's my whole point I was trying to make on that.
Wokeness of games, dude. Ugh.
But either way,
Did you just say wokeness?
apparently yes. Shit. Well,
Boomer.
that's it. We're getting
Boomer.
canceled. Let's go.
Yeah, we're getting canceled.
We're getting
What?
canceled.
The
Yeah.
fucking Star Wars game is like, ugh.
I checked with a new one because I'm gonna be honest, it's just generic, and that's the only reason I don't like it. It's generic.
I didn't say you're wrong. It's just
Jesus. Yep, we're dead.
woke has been gaggled. That chicken's been gaggled so many times.
You sound gaggled right now.
What does
Yeah,
gaggled
I
even
feel-
mean?
I feel
sounds-
gaggled.
W canceled. So I'm gonna be honest. I think that word has been thrown around a lot, but at the same time, I see where it comes from at some points. Like I'm gonna be honest, it's just like a descriptor, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I get you.
my whole
Now,
problem.
I do want to point out
Uh-huh.
we have been on this topic for about.
We have. Let's actually
40
move to
minutes,
let's
and
move
we
to the
have
next
12
topic.
topics to get through.
We should actually move to the next topic because this has
Alright,
been a while.
I will set a 20-minute timer for each topic, and when this
Okay.
goes, whether we
Oh
are
my
in the
god, we're
middle of
like
something
freaking
heated-
speed debating now. Let's go.
Well, it's not speed debating.
20 minutes for okay, 20 minutes. Ready?
Yeah,
Go. Next
let's go.
topic. Boom.
New
What's the
topic
next
actually. The next topic is so I have played Fortnite before, and I'm pretty sure at least everyone has tried Fortnite. I don't think Sky has.
I played Fortnite Festival one time for VTHG.
Okay, what about you, Blackburn?
I've played Fortnite before, but it's not my first choice of game.
So my question is, since Fortnite has come out, do you think it's actually has it been good for gaming or bad for gaming?
It's stupid.
It good and bad, I guess. I would say, I'd say neutral. Bad thing it did. It popularized
Live service.
Battle Pass.
Yes, I don't like it.
That is something that I would say is bad.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't even think battle
But
passes are that
otherwise,
bad.
it's not really. They are that bad because now
Well-
you can't get free stuff. You
Yeah.
have to buy it because of FOMO.
You know what?
And it might be stuff that'll never come back.
I think it's I'm more forgiving on the ones like Halo Infinite and Helldivers where you could just buy it, like it doesn't go away basically.
Well, then it's not a battle pass. Then it's just an upgrade tree.
Well, they act like you know what?
Still
That's
trying to cleanse my computer from having Fortnite on it.
well, the reason I was gonna say is I think it's some pros because I honestly think there's a lot of kids that are getting into gaming and wanting to make games, and they actually released a thing to where it's basically like Roblox now, and they actually get to make their own stuff with decently leveled coding and all that stuff. And I think it's actually
Well,
helping.
then why don't we change this topic to do you think Roblox was good for gaming?
Well, the reason I was pointing it out is because I was pointing out Fortnite specifically because that's the one I really want to talk about because they just started doing this and a few other things, and I
What
was
did
just
they start
curious. They did the same thing.
The developing thingy.
Yeah, they added a
Oh,
development
I
kit.
see. Yeah, I didn't know that. I would say that it is good. It allows people to get into gaming. That's why I said that Fortnite is neutral on it.
Yeah.
Because it didn't reinvent the wheel. Like things that reinvented the wheel. Half-Life 2, for example.
Yes.
That thing, or Half-Life, that revolutionized certain things. Let's talk about the VR front. Or let's talk about further back on consoles. Let's talk about
Halo,
Halo. Yeah.
Halo.
Halo was something that revolutionized.
FPS gaming. Like you don't have anything else. Like you have
totally played a
shooters.
Halo game.
You have shooters before Halo, but you don't have story in like shooters till after Halo. In my opinion.
Yeah. It standardized certain. It set a new
Well, but
precedent for what
Assassin's
things could
Creed.
be.
Assassin's Creed did something too, right?
Not really. No. Okay. I don't
I'm
think so.
just spitting out games that I actually know.
So wait,
Okay,
actually,
let's just say, what did it do right? Assassin's Creed, I'd say Ubisoft originally did set the precedent for something.
You know,
but then
I
they
will-
never capitalized on it. For
I will say
example,
this.
open world games, that's always been Ubisoft's thing. Far Cry 3, great game. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, great game. But they just keep re-releasing the same thing.
so my problem with
I
actually,
do, yeah.
I will say they did push the envelope on one thing. How many NPCs you can have, how you can make a city feel alive at the very beginning. It's like back in the, like, was it like the original Xbox, Assassin's Creed 1 came out, that was like the first time you saw so many NPCs on screen, basically, you know? You saw everyone wearing hoods, the cities were filled, everyone was walking around like that's something sort of purpose, you know? At that time, and then you had like Unity, which I think everyone remembers, like the fucking French Revolution, and you see all that, nearly like 1,000 or so people outside of like the church, and you're sneaking into it, and you just see all the rioting and everyone inside and all that stuff. Like, I think they pushed the thing on how many NPCs and how much stuff you can load into something. I think that's like the main thing they push. And I will give them credit on that. But
yeah.
I don't think they really changed anything, like on the level of Halo or even Half-Life for that matter. Because like Halo started stories and FPS is going to console, but Half-Life started like stories that like
start on console.
no, it actually didn't. Well, technically yes, in a weird way, yes.
Actually, I have another game that I would say revolutionized things even more.
What?
And this is on the lighting front. This is the first ever game that I can think of that came out with actual dynamic lighting. Doom 3.
Fair. That's fair.
Doom 3 was the first game that had, you had a flashlight that moved around in real time. Yeah, no, I don't think anyone here has played Doom 3 except me. But
I've seen it. I haven't actually played it.
That was revolutionizing. Fortnite has revolutionized making money.
I don't.
They are good at making money.
I think in a weird way they are the
Fortnite. They add to the map, sure, at every couple months to keep bringing people back, and that's the thing. That's why they can keep those numbers up, because it's free, and they keep making money.
I gotta be honest.
Right.
I think what they revolutionize is they are the true first really successful live service. And I mean, like the one that everyone wishes they'd have right now. You know?
What do you
Think
mean?
about it.
Why do you think I said they make money?
Yeah, but that's my point. It's also the first like reoccurring game where you keep coming back and there's always a new event. You know? So in a weird way, I think that's like their first thing. What the fuck am I wearing? I have a milk bowl.
He's wearing boxers with
Yes.
a milk bowl to cover his nips.
Yes.
Dark for a sigh?
No.
Yeah, you're right. You'll be doing something else.
Anyway, so
Me.
do you get later? Either way, do you guys want to go to the next topic?
What's the next topic?
Do you want to go to the next topic?
What is it?
Yes.
I'm not mad,
But
just
first, you won't be
disappointed.
barking for us, but you'll
Oh my god, the next top son of a bitch, I just hit my hand. So, Niji Sanji is blocking one of their creators from actually how about it? So Doki Bird entered a Street Fighter tournament, and so did one of the talents of Niji Sanji also entered the same Street Fighter tournament.
Uh-huh.
But they said under no circumstances should they be in the same bracket. So basically they're not in the same skill class, they're not in the same bracket, they are to have no interaction whatsoever.
Yeah, because Ninja Sanji are a bunch of because the handlers and agency is a bunch of losers.
A bunch of pussies?
Korma
Yeah,
pick.
like that's a lot of words, Sai, but Ninja Sanji are a bunch of assholes. As far as I can remember, they're greedy. They don't allow any freedom for their talent. They're kind of like modern day slaves.
I mean,
guess.
Mint didn't even get
They're
any of
like,
her presents.
Yeah, let me just who was the person from iCarly? Sam,
Korma
what was the
Pick?
actor's name?
Don't remember.
I
Oh,
So wait, what does that
Matt
mean?
McCurdy.
Yeah, something like that.
What do you mean you pick?
Well, I just want to say this. Jeanette McCurdy wrote a book called "I'm Glad My Mom Died,"
Yeah.
because her mom bullied her and basically
yeah.
forced her into being an actor,
Yeah.
and then she died. And she felt free. And you're not supposed to feel free when your parents die. That is very fucked up, by the way. I hope everyone here has good relationships with their parents. Oh God, this suddenly got very real for me.
Well, no, let's.
But Ninji Sanji is Jeanette McCurdy's parents. Like they're just.
Well, yeah.
Ninja Sanji
They're not-
is just.
The mother may
It's just like.
rot in hell before I
Like-
am laid to rest. Holy shit. Damn.
Ninja Sanji is just like a very, very abusive. bro.
No.
Couldn't say it better myself.
Okay, so what I want to
They
say
don't
is
give a shit. Like they're like modern day slavery, in my opinion.
Yeah,
the way it
I
is
agree.
is it's not just that, it's the idol culture, if that makes sense. Do you guys know what that is?
Then, like, yeah.
Stream
But like
is dying.
Hollow
Stream
Eye
is
are
dying.
really
Wait,
promoted as
stream is
idols,
dying.
it's not that bad. Yep,
Stream is dying.
Stream is back
Give me a second.
for me, but it's back.
Yeah, I don't know why we still talk about Niji Sanji, besides saying how bad
they
they
literally
are.
have a scandal every other week.
Yes, it's like talking about, I don't know, it's just as low-hanging. Fade into obscurity as a bad company.
It's not even like
Instead of,
like
have you ever heard the term good, any publicity is good publicity?
yeah. This ain't it. This is the opposite of good publicity. Any publicity is good publicity. Because this is just bad.
But they keep getting people to tune in because of it.
Not into their actual livers though.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's the thing, the agency doesn't get hurt from it. Only the livers do. And guess
Well, I
what?
mean, the
When you have to,
Yeah.
like, where do you think that hate's gonna be directed? You think it's gonna go towards the agency, or you think it's gonna go towards the people who have NDA shoved down their throat and cannot talk about it?
Yeah, I mean the liver who who posted that video of like Vox and whatever who talking. I mean she lost like fucking half her subscribers.
Yeah. They
But you mean
used
she
her
deserved
to
it.
try and. It's just, I feel for them, but at the same time, I'm the kind of person who'd burn the house down to prove a point. And like, if I had someone try and NDA me like that, I would do some very non-American things to them. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, it's just the thing is there's still people auditioning. I suppose there's still people trying to join the company, so like they're not gonna go away. Sai, by the way, we can't hear you.
Mother.
If you're talking, we cannot
Let
hear
me
you.
explain. When it comes to Niji
Have you been
Sanji,
talking this whole time?
I've been trying to, but I'm also trying to fix the internet because it's wanting to die right now, and I don't know why.
Okay.
So my point, what I'm trying to say is this: when it comes to Niji Sanji, they're still around, and I don't think every publicity is good publicity. I really don't think that. Because when Dokeeper left,
not all
it caused
publicity
such a
is
shit
publicity.
show. It caused a really big shit show. My internet is really done.
Still
Holy shit.
the Niji Sanji people who are like, oh my god, they're so great.
That they're always gonna have fans like that. That's the
That's-
problem. You're gonna have fans like that. That's just how it works.
The
Have the
company
diehard
itself-
fans like that's like look, I could say the same thing to like Sony, Xbox. I could say the same thing about any company ever. But you're always gonna have people that just show for them, because at that point they tie their identity to it. You know, they're the Niji Sanji people. They're not the Hololive people. They're the Niji Sanji people.
Niji
That's just-
sisters.
Niji sisters, exactly. But that's my point. You have those people. But the problem is, even with those people, they only number a small amount. They don't number as big as everyone thinks they do. And usually enough people, like when you lose the middle amount of people or just regular people, that's when you really start to go down. Like when it comes to Niji Sanji, when
thing
Doki
is-
Bird
the thing is, people are getting-
when Doki Bird left, they got a huge hit to themselves. It was not something they could just shove off, even though they really tried.
Doki Bird's termination will be negligible.
Oh, you say it, and it's not. God, the
The
actual
financial impact of Doki Bird's termination will be negligible. Sure. Your stocks have not plummeted at all.
your stocks did not plummet like what 15% or however big it was. I can't remember. It was just really big.
I think it was 40.
Oh yeah, it was 40.
It was
Holy
like
shit!
40.
Yeah.
It was like 40% like the first like week of
Blue
like
Bud,
first
you gotta
month.
say Numi is such a
of,
good
like-
girl. She's such a good balloon slut. Okay,
Yep. You have to say that.
Numi, you're such a
was
good
feeling?
girl. Numi, you're such a good girl. She is such a good balloon slut. What the fuck? Why? I can't
Hang on,
believe
hang
I'm
on.
imagining. Oh,
Naomi is such a good girl.
You-
She's such a good balloon
the
slut.
fuck. Wow.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I'm not
Sai.
saying
That's
it.
so.
You
Yeah.
gotta,
No,
you gotta
you
put
say
that.
not to.
You gotta put that.
No, I don't
Come
want
on,
to.
do
voice.
it.
I don't
Kid,
want
it's
to.
Naomi, not Naomi. Naomi.
I said Naomi. What?
Did I
Do
say
I
Naomi?
do, Naomi, do you want me to say it or
Cameron
is-
and
can I be-
Naomi.
can I
I
be
say?
exact?
Who is Naomi? I think
Naomi
you're
is
getting it-
comrade.
Yeah, I know. Comrade.
It's comrade.
It's comrade. Now the same thing.
comrade, but,
It's,
like-
it's comrade Naomi.
I don't have
God.
to say it right.
You have to say it
Please
now.
confirm I don't have to
No,
say
you
it.
have to
no,
say it
no,
now.
no, no. I don't have to. I don't have to, right?
You do. Like, right, she's got to do
I'm
it.
waiting for confirmation.
Guy, you don't have to. Don't worry.
Okay.
I got
Fuck.
us covered. I got us covered.
Thank you,
I'll
thank
do
you.
all of the
Damn it.
talking.
Just
You
like
can
mimic
retain your
Sky.
You won't?
Bet you won't.
Oh no, you got to do it
I'm-
now.
I'll only do it if she doesn't have to. Thank you.
Ah,
see.
come on.
I only do it if she asked.
But you know, my point was Niji Sanji is bad publicity, and I don't agree with the whole bad publicity doesn't affect. I think it does affect. It just gets more eyes on you. But if enough
The
people
thing is, like,
actually
the-
don't like you, they will actually just not stay there.
But the bad publicity is not affecting the company itself. It's affecting the livers.
Yeah,
most
which
of
Well,
is
that's
all.
what-
that is the company as well, unfortunately.
But
If
it's
it
No,
affecting
just say,
you.
but like yeah, their stocks are going down, they're plummeting, but it's the livers that really are getting the bad, like the worst of it because like
Yeah.
they only get commission.
the problem I have with it is this. That is true. The livers are the one hit the most, but eventually the people above them have to go like, shit, our livers are going down, and my paycheck is now going down too. Eventually, it's never for
Eventually,
sure.
It'll take like a
Yes,
while.
that's the point. Whatever you want a company to burn, it takes a long time, and you have to be very
just
no
blow it
holds
up.
barred. You know,
Like
you
the
have to
actual
be.
headquarters. Can we just like actually
No,
arson?
no,
the
we
headquarters?
cannot. It takes a while.
You know what? When the revolution comes around, from above the wicked shall be punished.
Yeah, exactly. From above,
Yes.
the shall
When
be
I'd say
punished.
from above, I mean a tungsten rod from space, but you know.
Please no. But
I'm
that's
happy
my
to see
point.
Trying to fix Monster Hunter mods.
I may have
No,
things for
hubby.
it. And
Hubby, you have
Oh
to
my
pay full
gosh.
attention to me. I'm kidding.
I am half paying attention, trying to fix Monster Hunter mods. That's understandable. She don't have to. But my point is, when it comes to Neji Sanji, I do think bad publicity does hurt it. It just also has to hurt everybody
But I
else
think,
affected
like,
with
at this
it.
point, like not even worth talking about because like they're just
Yeah.
they're just like it's just like okay like is it even surprised at this point that they're doing even worse like that they're keep coming out with bad stuff.
Well,
Like,
I
They're literally like they are literally a fucking grown ass man child who got his ego hurt.
yeah.
That's how they're acting right now.
But I think this will also go into
With
the
a hurt
next.
ego.
This will also go into the next question if you guys want to go there, actually. Because I want to widen the topic a bit with this next question. So my next question is: do you think VTuber agencies are good?
No.
Why are you looking at me like that? You were
Like-
looking at my direction.
This is what
Oh,
you can do, and installing
yeah.
my mods
I-
folder and reinstalling it. Oh my god, I'm so sorry,
Ugh.
Abby.
Sorry, I was reading my notes here. I was reading my notes for later.
You took notes?
Yeah,
I'm actually very happy about that.
I wrote notes in the past day about stuff for us to talk about, and I was looking at other VTuber agencies, and I'm going to let you know that just like acting agencies, I don't think they are that good. Like, I think that they are. I think they're. Do you know what a marketing agency is?
Yes.
Someone that
Yes.
you use to get connections.
Yes.
VTuber agencies are something that you use to get connections, maybe
Yes.
get a platform, but they usually take and take and take.
Yes.
They survive off their livers,
Exactly.
all right?
The
It's a parasitic relationship.
the way I see it when it comes to like, when it comes to VTuber agencies, I'd say the best one I've seen so far has been what is it? It has been why am I blanking on the name right now? It's VShojo. The reason I say that, and I'm not saying they're good, I'm not saying that. I don't think they're the best. What I'm saying is they are the best out of all of them, which is saying something.
Well,
But
Idol's
my-
not too
well,
bad either, although they just got bought by a bigger company.
Yeah.
But
But my point about
Like-
VShojo is this. You can join in as the character you already are. You get the rights to your character when you leave. You don't have to give up your character. You don't have to go in to a completely new character if you don't want to. Some people do because they just don't want to be their old characters or they don't have their old characters, you know? But you can go in as a completely new character, or you could be your actual character and then you leave with that character. You don't have to stay there. Like Silvervale.
IP, yeah.
Yeah, you Silvervale, Bebe, a bunch of people left
Yeah.
VShojo and they got to keep their
because
characters.
they never like promote themselves as like an agency. They were more like
a
a
group.
group with like support and like management and stuff like that.
I
They were
think
always like for the streamer, like for the talent. They were a talent first.
it depends.
agency.
But my point is when it
Well,
comes to when it
talent
comes
first is like you own
Yeah.
your shit.
yeah,
Like we don't own you. You like
I think
you're
everyone had
free to
ads.
come and
no,
go. Yeah.
but that's my point. When it comes to that, I honestly think that is the best way to. That's probably the best way to do it. VShojo is the best because I think having your character that you owned still being yours and not giving up the
because
thing.
a lot of VShojos are just like people who were already established VTubers and they joined VShojo.
Exactly.
VShojo like had no right to their IPs.
Exactly.
If VShojo didn't create their characters.
I think
like VShojo did create VShojo created Kuro Moichi, I forget her name.
yes,
And Mataru-kan and Henya.
yes.
Everybody else were already pre-established VTubers.
And even those people were still
Yeah.
pre-established VTubers. They just were from different
but from
companies
other
that couldn't.
companies.
Yeah,
They didn't have like their indies.
Exactly.
They weren't
Alright.
indies.
I had an ad. Okay, wait. So, how much did you guys hear? Did you guys hear up to where we were talking about how I think VShojo is technically the best of the companies, even though they're still not the greatest? They're still better than I think most others, just because you get to keep your character, basically.
Well, the thing is, you have to keep the character, but the character was never VShojo to begin with.
Well, the point is like I can go in there and I can leave with my character. Other
Yeah, because
companies,
your character. They
yeah.
didn't buy your IP.
Yeah, I know that, but the thing is, other companies, if I go into their company, I will lose the right to my character if I actually join that company.
No, if they adopt you, you retain
No,
your you retain
not
your
not all the
IP.
time.
Not all of them.
Not all the time. You actually sign it
No,
away
they want
sometimes.
to make sure. What's stopping you from leaving?
Exactly.
Remember what I said about the agencies being parasites? They need to make sure that they stop you from leaving, and they won't do that. They're not. Listen, you want to know what I learned about the good crime syndicates out there? Is they make their employees so comfortable that they don't want to leave.
Exactly.
You know, I also learned from listening to a few mob bosses that they'd rather have their employees love them because love is stronger than fear.
Also, why the fuck are you talking to mob bosses? What the shit?
It's part of my research into psychology of people and why they do the things they do when it comes to. It's me trying to sympathize with people who
Yeah, fair point.
might be on another thing that I don't understand. I'm trying to understand why people would go into mob families when that seems like a bad idea. You see?
Why wouldn't they? That'd be amazing. Can I marry a mob boss, please?
No.
Yeah. I'll get you
Trying to
hooked up with my
marry
old
a
friend Al
mob.
Capone.
I got me. I played an Ultimate where I was dating a mob boss. It was great.
Yeah,
But
okay.
the reason why I say it's parasitic is they're not trying to make you love them. Most agencies are a
Respect.
soulless corporation that are just trying to pin you down and stop you from leaving.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I think if you, I'm gonna be honest. I think a VTuber agency can work if you change the incentives. Like, have the
Look at
incentives.
Scarface, no.
Like, to be fair, you
But
did say a mob, but you didn't say
Idol
specific
got
mob
bought.
boss.
Idol got bought by a bigger corporation, right?
Yes.
And that corporation gave the talents the option to stay with Idol under them, or leave and retain their IP and go as indies.
Yes.
So I feel like they are pretty high up there because they give their talents as more of commission. Like they get a lot like the split of the revenue split a lot better with Idol
Well, I'm
and
not.
everything.
Well, yeah, but my point I think my point with the agencies is their incentives, like Blackbird said, are usually fucked up, and that they try to keep you there, basically. When I'm like, the thing should be so good they
Yeah.
don't want to leave.
Yep, that's how crime families do it. They make people so comfortable that they don't want to leave, and then they're so deep that once they might have a change of heart, well,
Why?
rip.
Bah, what's wrong with that?
So,
Um,
like, I'm gonna be honest. Also, when it comes to like content creation, you should have a side business as well. Like, so was it why am I blanking out? It's not Bao. It's Shy Lily.
Yeah.
She owns half
Orca?
Gamer Subs.
Damn.
She's co-owner.
Yeah.
The reason I point that out is because if you're not with like something like VShojo, people see. I think the reason people go to those agencies is because they see it as like stability. Like, I'm with this talent agency, I'm stable, I'm finally free. I don't have to worry if I'm gonna eat next Sunday. I finally made it. That's what I think they feel. But then my point to it is this. I don't want to give up my character's freedom and the things I really want to do just to have a bit of safety in that regard. I'd rather not do that. And I'd rather...
showed you really have much limitations. They have a
Yeah.
composite melody.
Well, yeah, but...
This is only a cam girl.
Well, yeah, but my point is that's Shoujo. I'm talking about other agencies, and I'm talking overall.
Yeah.
When it comes to overall, I'd have a decent amount of limitations. And when it comes to that, I don't really like those limitations. I'd rather just be me, and then probably do something like, I don't know, help open up something like a Gamer Subs, or do something like that instead. I feel like that'd be more sustainable. Honestly, just a better idea in general.
I mean,
Yeah.
probably, yeah. But
And plus, do I really want to say I got popular because I was from an agency, or that I got popular because I did the work, I put in the effort, and I've done it,
yeah, but
I'd
the
say there's
odds
no
of people
shame in either.
actually making it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people who do join companies and agencies already were pre-established, indies.
Oh, yeah.
You just like I had he's a newish Hololive. What's his name? The red one. He was an indie that I followed. And then he graduated, and I'm like, oh no, he graduated, damn. And then I somehow found him on YouTube, and I'm like, wait, that voice is familiar. And I realized, okay, he became a corpo, and he was probably a pretty big indie and everything. So it just like Doki Bird, she was probably a pretty big indie when she, got into Niji Sanji, and then she left, and she still had her indie platform to fall back on, Like if you make it as like, what are you doing?
What are you... Wait, what?
Nothing.
What
It
are
looked like you were
Nothing.
sniffing her.
Nothing.
fuck?
Nothing. You saw nothing. You saw nothing.
We saw everything.
I saw everything. I'm so confused. You trying to like sniff like the back of my ear or some shit? The back of
I
my
guess.
head? Like...
No, I
fuck?
I was looking at Silence actually. I
Why?
was giving
Well,
the
trying to look through my head.
I've got X-ray vision. I don't.
See.
But
okay, but I mean,
I was
Okay.
just waiting. I was wondering how long until you noticed.
I noticed pretty quickly, but then again, everyone looks at me, and I just don't care anymore.
I'm just like, what? Why are you?
Like, why are you looking at me? Look at him.
Well, I'm looking at my other monitor, and that means that I'm just looking
You're staring
at
me
my
dead
two
in the
lovely
eyes,
geeks
mate.
over here,
You're staring
my
at
co-hosts, you know.
two of my favorite VTubers I know because I found them during their corp days, and one went back to indie, and the other made an indie. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that there's no shame in whether you make it yourself or you make it via corpo.
Yeah.
I know there's shame. It's just for
because,
me,
like, you have to be popular
Oh yeah, but
as a corp, but you still have to like
Yeah.
garner views and garner people. You just get more like publicity.
yes.
But like, people don't. If you people don't like you, people don't like you. It doesn't matter how much support you get.
I guess
from a
that's
corpo.
Yeah.
that's fair. But my point is some people, I think that's why they get so many applicants, is because they see it as, oh my gosh, I've made it. When they finally get there, I'm like, that does. I'd rather take a longer road. That's just a me thing. It's a personal thing, you know.
Yeah.
But
Also,
Yeah,
that
Mac-
brings us to time.
yeah, we
for
should
this
actually move
topic.
on to the new topic. Actually, but I suggest that. But let's go on to the new topic. So I have another question. Are you guys cats or dog
Yeah.
people?
What do you think?
I'm a
What do you
dog.
think of the woof?
I don't know. I think you may be a cat person.
Yeah.
Nice stretch marks. Go bird. What the fuck?
I'm
You're the
allergic
one
to
who has
cats,
cat
so
ears.
I'm not a cat person at all.
You're the
Aw.
one who has cat ears here, Silence.
I don't have cat ears on.
Are you sure about that?
I don't have cat ears on.
Are you positive? Are you
I'm 100% sure I have no. You're a pussy. You're just a straight up pussy. Why do
No.
you guys think I am? What do you guys think I am? Batman.
Is it-
You're Batman.
Oh, you missed. I can just. What am I doing? I'm such a-
Oh my gosh. Cat. Oh, wow, Reaper said cat. I'm gonna be honest, I'm more, I don't mind either. I think I'm more of a dog person, but I also like cats. I was just curious.
I'm a dog person through and through.
You can't
Oh,
have
I
a cat.
can't.
You literally have no option here.
That's true.
Mm,
I just don't like cats. I prefer dogs, and even if I wasn't allergic, I prefer.
I see
dogs.
Sky is not a pussy person.
I am dog.
I like the dog.
Yeah, I said I got free
I
at
like the
home.
dog.
Always always joy anyways. Yeah, there we go. I am woof. Ow.
So, well,
This
that's my
cookie's
question
coming
answered.
out.
Let's go to another topic. 'Cause that was just, it was, were you just
Why
going
does
to the
it
gym?
connect to another device for more room? What?
Because I'm gonna be honest, I just have like these two joke topics. My question is, how do you handle spiders now?
I have one under my desk, now I'm leaving him be.
Incinerate.
My
I don't
I
like
live-
spiders.
I live in the state where there's two. We have both the venomous spiders of North America, so
Oh.
I must neutralize them.
So
I used to freak out, but I got kind of used to them living in Germany because they just popped up everywhere. I was in the shower and one was just like like literally coming down to my head while I was taking a shower. I fucking freaked the fuck out. But I've gotten used to them now. So
I'm
like,
gonna be honest. The way I treat spiders is like this. The moment if you're in my house, I know you get rid of a bunch of small bugs and everything stuff, so you guys can live. The moment I see you, your living privileges are over. But until I see you, you get to stay. The moment I see you, you've broken the law, mate. You violated the law. It's been so long since I've had a good crawl.
I don't.
Spiders
I have
outside
a
on my
reason
window.
to. If I lived in one of the areas where we only had the Black Widow's so easily identifiable, I'd be fine
Yeah.
with it. No.
No, I fully
No, I
agree.
live in the place where we have a bunch of bad spiders.
I
just
just
get
have daddy long legs.
I get the jumpy ones.
They're not too bad.
That's all I have.
Yeah, except, hey, Sky, you should totally not look up Daddy
I'm not
Longlegs
going
in a tree.
I'm not going to.
Because
Yeah.
That sounds horrifying.
when it gets cold, they all get together for warmth.
Ooh,
Thousands of them.
damn.
I'm gonna just ignore. I'm gonna ignore.
I'm done.
I can
I
confirm
promise.
I almost burned my apartment. I can confirm that.
Please
yes.
do not. Please do not. Sorry, look it up. Look what up.
No,
look,
no,
look
please
what up.
don't. Please don't. Please don't. Please
Don't look it up. No,
like, I'm not
seriously. Don't. I don't
agoraphobic,
want.
But
I don't want
hate
Sky
spiders.
to. I don't want Sky to be like.
Long
It's
legs.
arachnophobic, but I don't want you to get like.
My bad.
dead.
Arachnophobic, not I'm
Agoraphobic is fear of the
Wait,
outside.
I know.
wait,
I know. I
wait,
mix.
wait,
I always
wait,
mix them up. I'm not
wait,
arachnophobic. I'm not arachnophobic, but like
Oh my.
yeah. I'm not looking.
Oh, Sai,
Why?
did you look it up?
I
Sai, I told you not to look it up. Don't
I-
describe it, Sai. Don't describe it. I. There are very few things that make me like actually physically shiver.
I shiver from the thought of human contact. So.
my only response to this. Exterminatus.
Yeah. Burn it.
Exterminatus.
Burn
It's time to burn the planet. This
Alright.
planet has been deemed unworthy of the Emperor and his name, and
Some
we must
say
do
by
exterminatus.
fire, others by ice.
It don't matter.
So,
Don't matter. It just
next topic
burns.
before we accidentally reveal what it is that I'm talking about.
So yeah, next topic.
Nuke Australia into oblivion. Oh my god, poor Australians.
I need you. Oh yeah, no. So I'm going to go
Boy.
to the next topic. Actually, let's go to the topic you wanted to bring up, Blackbird.
Oh, yes.
Yes, go
So-
ahead. Go ahead. I'll let you take this one.
So, anyone here, anyone, either of the co-hosts or in chat, do any of you know of the
Fire and
VTuber
ice.
Taiga?
I am.
His channel got nuked.
I'm in Australia. I
Yes.
feel bad for you,
Right after he
Reaper.
got his, silver play button.
Also, you may
It
be immune to
was-
fire. You may be immune to fire, Hina, but if you're a spider, you will burn.
No, she's a mermaid.
Oh, she's a mermaid? Oh, you're good then. You get to live. We're burning the spiders. You're fine.
But no, Taiga basically got fucking
Nuked.
mass reported. He got mass reported by stalkers, and then his channel got nuked. And YouTube was like, oh well, who
Yeah.
cares? We don't care. Mass reporting does not result in channel termination, so it wasn't that.
Yeah,
That's basically it.
it's dumb.
And
It's really dumb.
He got his channel back for like, I think maybe like 2 hours, and they got nuked again.
So, technically, I don't think it was like a lie he did. I don't think he knew until the new thing came out.
Nux
And
slandered
then
him. Nux did slander
yeah.
him, yes.
it was
He
just more
basically
slander.
said allegedly. He didn't even. He
Allegedly,
said allegedly
yeah.
this happened. But like he didn't really did. He didn't really say that. He said allegedly once, and there's like he was outed as being this.
Yeah,
He
Yep.
said he was out. He didn't even say like
Yeah.
allegedly. He always said he was out as being this.
it
And
was
even
slander.
after it was confirmed that he was not,
He keep half-assed apology. That's my only thing is.
he half-assed apologized, and he kept saying allegedly.
Yeah,
He kept
My-
saying allegedly even after he was proven innocent,
You
and
know
he
what?
never actually did an actual video to apologize. It was always like in another video, like hidden and everything.
yeah. He always did it like that. I'm like, dude, he never actually sent us like the one video he did was about
I
it.
used to like Nux. I used to like Nux, and now I'm just like,
Yeah, I used to like
You-
Nux too.
I
I
like-
thought,
I like some
oh,
of the
it's a
stuff.
little, it's a funny little
Yeah.
get together, do some shows.
chaotic dude. I liked his
Yeah.
humor, his chaoticness, and then now it's just like,
My
Dude,
problem
you
with
fell
But now it's
off
just
the
like
mark.
you're not owning up to your mistake.
my thing is literally
all this shit is
just
just reaction channel. It's all reactions now.
yeah.
Like there's no original content anymore.
Like, my thing is,
Like,
I
dude,
used to like
you
his
fell
original
off
shit.
hard.
My only problem with him right now is when his whole thing to the entire situation should have just been, yeah, fucked up, came up with the information too hard. I went half-assed on it. That's my bad. I've been trying to reach out to him saying sorry and all that stuff. I'm not the best at it. It really is really affected me because I do feel very bad about it. And you know what? I'm gonna see if I can get his channel back. If anything, I can. I don't know if I can, but I'm gonna try my damnedest. That would literally be it. That's it. Just do a video, 3 minutes. That it. You'd be fine.
Can I say something?
Sure.
Okay. So basically, Nux said that he was not responsible for Taiga's channel being taken down, right? He said that his words were not the cause of it, right? He said he could never, you know, that could never be the cause of it, cause, you know. But before that, or I think after, whatever, he said on to another person, you know, you guys know like Rev says Zetsu, right? He made a video about Rev on his second channel because he said, "Oh, I'm too big. If I say something about Rev, they'll take him down and blah, they'll deplatform him."
Yeah, he said that.
He literally a fucking hypocrite. He's like, YouTube wouldn't do anything I say, but you know, but you know, if they would for Rev, but they wouldn't for Taiga.
I'm gonna be honest.
Like, bro.
I'm gonna be honest. I think when it comes to Nox, he's, I don't know. Isn't Rev a lolicon defender? When it comes to Rev, I think the problem I have is, I'm gonna be honest. I think the whole lolicon, that's a whole other debate. I'll go into that one probably later. My whole opinion on that debate is just everyone's an idiot. Every single one.
Taiga also had a bunch of stuff come out about him saying toxic, saying go out and harass these people, and a lot of people went with it. And then once they got all the information together to clear Taiga's name, the damage was already done.
It took too long.
Now the only fan accounts open right now are people who he's being given the pyrocynical Twitch treatment. Let's just put it that way. So somebody at YouTube clearly doesn't like him. And he's getting banned, and anyone trying to help him gets banned. Like a few fan accounts of Taiga's got banned for impersonation when they had Taiga's own endorsement on it.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that happened with Shy Lily too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shy Lily clips happened. For the Rev thing, the Rev lolicon thing, Rev is he is on the stance of like people are allowed to find it weird, but they're, as long as it's fiction. That's his as long as it's not actual children being harmed, he's like yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, when it comes to that whole debate, the problem I have is when people do it to people who clearly are of age. Because like I have heard people literally say that if you're like under 5, under like 5'5", you can't consent because you're child coded. That's the thing that pisses me off.
I just, whenever I watch anime that features that sort of content, I'm uncomfortable, and that is just what my body tells
but
me.
That's totally fine. That's the thing.
That's fine.
I'm uncomfortable.
That's
I'm not
totally
like
acceptable.
there was this one thing that I was watching where it's like, it's like this grand wizard or something.
Wait.
Is reborn as a prince or something. And just the lewd jokes that are made make me very uncomfortable. It's just like in my brain I can't. I'm hardwired to be like, if you are a minor, I'm going to treat you as a minor. I'm not going to talk to you like I talk now. I'm going to talk to you as a polite. I'm going to turn my filter off, because when I was raised, the way I was raised, my parents didn't like swear until I was like 16, and then they swore all the time. Like my parents like were of the thing where it's like, do not expose children to the real world.
But
and
that's the
while
thing
I'm not that severe in what they did, I
yeah,
don't think that children should be exposed to mature stimuli.
No, of course,
Let's just put it that way.
So
right? I
you know
don't
what?
want to.
But the thing is like people confuse lolly for meaning underage.
Yeah,
It doesn't.
it's not. It's a body
Lolly
type
is
in a weird way.
Lolly's the body type. It's a petite body type.
Yeah, so
So
technically,
people are like, oh, lolicon is CP. No, it's not.
The problem is
Lollies are of age. They're characters that are of age.
the problem is this. It's technically a Japanese word that is translated, but some people, the base description is the other, so people think it's that. But the problem is it's
well, the
not
Western
that.
description of it
Yeah.
is. The thing is, lolicons in Japan are mostly don't. Lolicon in Japan is mostly just
different.
people think, oh, they're cute, they're adorable, they're small,
sure it
little
came
tiny
from-
characters that are adorable.
Book of Violetta?
You
Non
know?
Book of Violetta? Whatever that is.
So the thing is, people are like, oh, this character
not Book of Violetta.
is like 4 foot tall. They're a child. No, this character is 19 years old. They're just small. What are you doing?
I'm trying to look at what he wrote in there because I have no idea what that is.
It's just like the whole
I get
like,
wee wee croissant. I agree.
the thing that was happening was like people were like literally like people were going around saying like if you're a woman that's under 5'4", they're a minor, they cannot consent. Like, excuse me. Excuse that was the stupid part of like, oh, the face of consent now. The face looks too young. The eyes are too big or whatever. Like, nani? Like, because like they're and people are like, oh, she's flat chested. She doesn't have curves. They're oppai lollies. Lollies with big busts. Like it's.
I'm gonna be honest. There's no such thing of lolly in here, to my knowledge.
Of where?
I guess all croissants.
5'5" is taller than the average American.
Why is there
female,
a disc?
right? By the way, yeah, I know. Yeah.
I think that Taiga is getting a. All right, I'm gonna pull it out. I'm gonna say it.
Say it.
I think that Taiga's getting a homophobia sort of rap right now. I just was looking at my notes, just scrolled down through all my little links here, and I checked why he was banned. The official reason was because of violating sexual content nudity policy.
So.
And I'm just going to
I'm
go ahead
familiar.
and say that is such a load of bullshit that I like. Do you remember the whole controversy with what was it? It was Corey X Kenshin, where he was making the same content on, I don't remember the game, but it was something that was he was making the same content as Jacksepticeye and his Markiplier, and for some reason only his was getting
Yeah,
demonetized.
That's weird.
I remember.
And he was like, I don't know if the person there is racist or if there's someone out there to get me. And I think that Taiga is getting that. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my. Okay. First off, short.
So-
Second off, short queen. Good job. More power to you.
Thank you.
Should I tell you how tall I am? Because I'm pretty sure you know.
4'11".
You're 2 feet.
So my point is, the reason I don't like the Taiga
I'm
situation.
not 4'5". I'm 5 foot. Jeez.
Yeah, I remember. So can I actually make a thing? The reason I don't like the Taiga situation, because it does actually kind of decently scare me a bit, because my model is, the new model is basically similar to his build, and what makes it worse is that is me in real life. I am very petite. I am very small. That is my body type in real life, which means, in that sense, am I even allowed to be here? It's one of the things. That's why I don't like the whole Shota/Lolly debate, because technically, if I technically, yeah, the thing is that, yeah, I technically fit into that category.
Yeah, like I was called in college. My nickname was Lolly.
Yeah. So
Because I look like I used like at 16 I looked 12. Now I'm 21. I look at most 16, maybe 18.
Yeah.
I don't look my age.
that's my point.
My voice doesn't sound my age. I got called jailbait a whole bunch when I was on conference
Same.
calls.
My point is, when it comes to the debate now, is like they
like
shouldn't
torpedo
exist.
bait,
Like a
it's
lot of
just
people
like-
basically, the point that makes me like a little bit nervous is they basically start saying these things just shouldn't exist, and they're even going a little bit further than that, to the point where it's like it's not even, you don't even have to be like, you don't even have to look like it. You could look like a full adult woman and still be considered you know, illegal basically to them.
There was a football player who's like 6'5" or some shit. He's like tall and like he's like buff and shit, right?
Yeah.
And his wife is 4'11". People are calling him a predator because he was attracted to her because she's small.
Everyone is so ready to jump on the gun with
Grown
that.
ass fucking woman, 30-year-old woman.
Off topic, something weird. 18.
And like, she looks like she's so small compared to him. It's gross. It's disgusting. It's like
sometime before I'm used to the fact that I'm an adult now. Yeah, that's understandable. But
people are using like the same. The thing is, the whole thing of like, it's what they look like. Saying age doesn't matter is the exact excuse that PDF files use to say, oh, she looked 18. So it's the same excuse, just reversed.
And also, another thing that comes out is the people that usually do that stuff and just call it out are also the people that get called out because they actually did it.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying that, the thing with Taiga is I feel like maybe there's someone who's homophobic, who thinks that guys shouldn't dress that way, who shouldn't exist to have such, to have a voice like that.
Stupid.
That they took down their policy because it wasn't for harassment or anything. I was looking through a bunch of, I heard so many different reasons. Because there was the Nux thing, but then there was also, it makes people look in. And some human at YouTube decided this must stop. And I don't get it, because I look at stuff like Snuffy is an example I'll use. The raccoon VTuber.
Yep.
Have you seen the stuff she uploads of her in VR chat?
Have you seen Phoebe's fucking account?
No. So things.
And I'm just like... I'm like, we live in a day and age where we have double standards for genders when we're supposed to live in an age where that's not a thing anymore.
Are we even?
So Mike, can I what's up? Hey, what's up, Vector? I don't think it was either a transphobia thing because he wasn't a trans. He clearly stated he was a guy. It wasn't anything like that.
He's a guy. He's just a femboy.
Yeah.
It was the fact of, I think it was like stalkers and a few other things and just the rumors getting out and everything else like that. But
a stalker made false allegations of him, and they spent $500,000 on him. So this stalker was like crazy nuts.
Oh, I know, I fully agree. But my point is this: it's not just about that. It's also about that he technically is it's his body type. He's technically short, femboy, Shota style
Taiga
character.
Is male.
No, I know.
Taiga's male.
Taiga's male.
Nope, he's just straight up male. He never claimed to be trans or anything else like that. He's just basically like me.
He's tiny. He's really small.
He's basically me.
He embraces that.
He's tiny, small, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But that's my thing. That's literally it. He wasn't like a guy or anything like that. But the problem is I also think it was the people who like really hate Shotas and really hate lollies, which makes me scared because I technically am one in real life and out. So it does freak me out a little bit.
That's why my model has booba.
I can't have that.
The only reason my model has booba because I did not want to fall into that whole like controversy of like, oh, you're a lolly VTuber.
I'm gonna get
the only reason I have booba on my model.
The bottoms, AKs, basically. But that's my point. YouTube
itself has a lot of double standards.
It does.
Because I was searching for the song Hentai, the song by SBRL. And I actually didn't put in the artist, right? I just wrote hentai, and it came up. I came up with a bunch of like actual like full frontal nudity of booba,
Yeah.
Like a lot of it is censored, right? But my video on YouTube got taken down because of that.
Yes.
And my channel got terminated because of that.
Yeah.
Because I accidentally had nudity on my video.
It was down.
But fucking YouTube allows all this shit. So even then, there's double standards for VTubers in general.
That's because it's technically
ASMR
still
artists, like VTuber ASMR artists are getting fucking their shit taken down left and right.
Yeah. It's down.
It's just VTubers themselves have like fucking like there's a lot of discrimination against VTubers and double standards and this.
The problem is even if I was like just a face streamer, I'd still get the same shit I would as the fucking thing because I'm still
I'd be called pedo bait so much.
Yeah.
I feel like if someone bigger talked about Taiga, I think something might be done. Maybe a better investigation. One better than I could do.
You know what would actually have to happen?
Just come out and help.
I think it'd have to be
maybe if
moist critical.
took it up.
Yeah, moist critical. Honestly, it'd have to be Nux basically actually feeling bad about it, probably bringing it to moist critical, and then I know he doesn't, but the only way
He's
I think
laughing it off like it's no big deal.
he's laughing off no big deal, but I think he's feeling it one way or another. Because then again, his channel, let's be honest, isn't what it used to be.
Yeah, he's dying.
He does
Someone
down to
is
the
having
reaction.
a fall from grace, and it's definitely
He's falling
showing.
off real hard.
So I will say this: at least it's not as bad as a fall off as like Boogie and shit like that. Because like when it comes to like YouTuber fall offs, I think his is the worst in my opinion.
Who?
Boogie,
I don't know what that is.
you know who it is, Blackburn?
No, I
I
don't.
do, but
Yeah. I think his is like the worst fall off.
No, Comrade, we're talking about Nexus fall off, not Taiga's.
Taiga does not deserve to fall off. Exactly.
No, Taiga does not deserve to have his channel taken down.
He did not.
He like bro just literally got his fucking play button, and they're like, bye.
Yeah, basically.
it's just so damn rude.
It's
Yeah. It's
It's
dumb.
just- I really hope everything goes better for Taiga, but Taiga is in a really dark place right now. So
Mhm.
if you could do your own independent research, maybe I don't know, maybe Taiga's secretly does taxidermy on domesticated animals or something. But from what
Didn't he,
my
didn't
research,
I think he
from
still
the time?
streams. I think he still streams actually.
from my research, yeah, he still streams, but his big platform where he was getting a lot of views was YouTube.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now he's just got Twitch. And
Yeah.
anyone trying to help Taiga get back on YouTube just keeps being shot down. It's awful.
Mhm.
I
It's dumb.
just Taiga doesn't seem to be I did my research. The stuff I
His
saw
Twitter
seemed to be
was also
false.
taken down.
Yep.
His
Um
Twitter, yeah, he created a new
He got.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Twitter was
though.
taken down too. And
Yeah.
the reason his Twitter was taken down was because he said that he was going to do the you know what.
To be fair, at that point, it was
Because
just
he
probably
felt like his life was ruined. And
Yeah.
honestly,
Yeah, he had
I don't blame
something.
him. Like, if you have there was a Maryland treasurer back in the day that got under perjury, was blamed for embezzling money, and was gonna see bars for like 50 years. The guy
Yeah.
shot himself on live conference.
Yeah.
And I don't blame him, because guess what? I'm not going to go to jail. I'm not going to be the monster you think I am. I'd rather die free.
Yeah.
And just pretty much Taiga was like, well, I guess I'll die. And so he had his stuff taken down. Bud Dwyer, wow, Naomi, I really didn't think anyone else knew about him, but yeah, Bud Dwyer.
So, my whole point is, his situation does terrify me just a little bit, just because my character is very similar to his.
Will you imagine me? I'm a fucking age regression. Like, you think I'm not terrified of that?
I'm not saying you
Like-
aren't. I'm just saying that's the thing that terrifies me.
Like every time I use my little model, I'm like, okay, this is it. I'm gonna get taken down. I'm gonna get taken down.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is the end for me. You know, people are gonna like, oh my god, she's a minor posing as an 18+ creator. Bye. I'm like, every time.
15 to 14?
I'm
Well, yeah,
really
no,
scared.
I'm not saying you're not. I was just saying that's the thing that terrifies me. That's it.
Yeah. No, I get you. I totally get
Anyways,
Well,
go,
we
anyone watching this, whoever it's reached out to, go talk to Taiga. Go
Yeah.
just support Taiga. Be
Go
like,
give him
hey,
a hug. He needs one.
go bully the femboy and be like, hey, we're here for you. You
Yeah.
know? Just sometimes people need some support
Mhm,
to
mhm.
get
I've been
back up
seeing-
on their
I've been
feet.
seeing
And
him,
right now,
like,
Taiga
my-
needs a
my
break.
feed a lot,
He
actually,
does.
lately.
What?
I've been seeing him on my feed a lot lately on Twitter.
I have two actually.
Yeah.
But I haven't interacted because I'm me the ooh scared.
Yeah, but I think with that, we should probably get to the next topic if you guys agree.
Yeah, I'm good for it.
Let's go. Okay. You think? Let's see. So my question right now is: do you think people pay attention to critic scores or user scores more?
User scores.
User scores.
Why is that?
Everyone knows critics are sellouts.
Hey Frosty, welcome! I don't know why the rate shit isn't working. Gosh dang, I'm so glad I'm
Welcome,
getting rid of this coffee shop and
Raiders.
getting to the new one. Hello, welcome to the coffee crew. The first cup is always on me. Hello, hello, hello. How's it going? We are
Your
talking.
intro was always on you at first.
Yeah. Well, actually, it was always on you. It was always on you, and then I realized that was insulting, and thus I had to change it.
Exactly. I'm like, what didn't you say? It was
Yeah,
always
yeah,
on
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So, you realize I can grow. I can be better than yesterday. Don't you see me changing? I'm going through
Hey,
a
I give you
character arc.
head pads.
I can go through a character arc. Why is living goddess? Wait. Why in the living goddess are you bare chested? Because Chad
No, you
decided
can suit
to
now.
Chad decided to rip my suit off. That's what happened.
But,
I wish I was joking, but they did that. They do that often.
mm-hmm,
Also, they put me in cat ears, which I need to get rid of. Holy shit.
Gosh.
All this fucking animated.
I thought we were here for. Cathay, you are technically. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Welcome to the coffee shop. This is Hot Takes, the show where I bring VTubers on to talk about controversial topics and just spit hot takes for everything. What a bunch of perv. Blame these two. These two. Blame these two.
I put him in the bunny suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Psy in the bunny suit, definitely. Definitely good.
What was your topic? Oh yeah, user score, because everybody knows the fucking critics are fucking sellouts and they fucking literally just like do the most outrageous fucking rankings of all.
So the question is do you guys trust critic scores more or user scores? I personally
User
trust
scores.
user scores.
User score, obviously.
And this
Who would
kind
trust a
of
critic score?
well, the reason I am asking that is because I'm just generally curious, just in case someone did actually trust, like, other scores later or anything else like that. Because there are some
I don't
people that
trust
actually
scores
do.
at all.
Well, the reason I say that is this. I trust user scores because usually there's a lot of them, and I can go through it and see, like, the average of what's actually good and what's actually bad. Because I don't trust critics to be not as judgmental as anything else like that. But the reason I'm saying this kind of coincides with the next top. Yeah, I'm partial. The reason I'm saying this is because I want to go into the next topic, which actually kind of loops back into this one, because recently a new one of the websites that I usually use for like movie reviews and everything else like that has gotten rid of their user scores.
Oh yeah, Rotten Tomatoes. They did that,
Rotten
didn't they?
Tomatoes
Yeah.
have finally gotten rid of user scores, and I'm like, why?
Well, it's the same reason why the dislike button was removed from YouTube. It's
Yeah.
because letting people have an opinion, have an actual opinion that's not controlled,
Yeah.
is not allowed.
Mm-hmm.
So they removed it to make sure that only critics have their thoughts.
Users over critics.
So you can. It's about data control.
So, yeah, but-
You know what? I could
It's
get
a-
into. I could get
It's like a
into
bigger-
really deep
It's
philosophical.
a bigger enforcement. If you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything at all.
So my only problem
that's the way of looking at it.
So I'm gonna be honest. There is one thing that has been annoying me recently. Critic scores were worse on Last of Us 2. Yeah, that's my point. Like, critic scores are usually worse on like games that people like or games that people like or dislike or anything else like that. But like, to put it very simple, Black Myth Wukong, critics have been bashing that game left and right. That game is
Isn't it
great.
actually bad?
It's really good. It's fantastic.
good?
Yeah, Black Myth Wukong is
I thought it was
fantastic.
bad.
Hey,
Wait, what?
I'd like to
Really?
be devil's advocate here.
What?
I don't like the creators of Black Myth Wukong.
Why?
Because they have a bunch of guidelines that you have to follow.
Oh no, yeah, no, I fully agree.
That you can't violate. Talking about how you can't criticize the Chinese government or the
They're a
Chinese,
Chinese
game
company.
industry.
That's basics. But my point is,
And no, but that's the point.
Yeah, I
is
know.
Why are you supporting? Why is it that we keep giving money to serfs? Are we giving money to people who have no morals whatsoever?
So the thing is this, I honestly think when it comes to Black Myth Wukong, the only thing I would criticize them on is that journalists have been criticizing them for things they actually haven't done or things they actually mistranslated into it, which is my problem with that. Because like, I can go like, I don't like Black Myth Wukong because of that specifically, like the Chinese ship. I don't like that. But when it
I
comes
just thought it was a
to,
bad game, to be honest.
it's not. It's actually really good. It's a fantastic game.
It's in the eye of the beholder, Sai.
It is in the eye of the beholder, but it's a really good game in my opinion. My thing is this:
Have
it's
you
based.
played it?
I've been wanting to play it. I think a few of my friends
So you
have
don't
played
actually
it.
know if it was actually a
A
good
few of my
game,
friends
though.
have said it's good. I want to play it. I can't play it because I don't have a job to pay for it right now. The moment I get a job, that's like the first thing I'm picking up.
I just don't like. I cannot support. I can't support such censorship.
I know.
What's it even about?
It's about
It's
the
about,
Monkey King.
It's about folklore.
Okay, but
Chinese
what's the
folklore.
what kind of game is it? Like an action game?
It's like it's like
Soft
a
Souls-like is what I'd describe it as. It's like a soft Souls-like is what I'd say. It's
I
like,
don't know
you
what
know,
that
Dark
is.
Souls and
each
Elden
person.
Ring.
Yes,
Elder, like it's kind of like Elder Ring. Okay.
kind of.
Kind of like Elden Ring. You have to dodge and defeat bosses using a
Crits
variety
are
of
rating.
powers.
So
I will not like it.
You know what? Let's actually switch to a better game to kind of like contrast it with. So, as I said, Black Myth Wukong got really hate on it, and I think the only justifiable hate was like the Chinese censorship. I fully agree that's the thing that you should hate on it for. But it got hate on it basically saying that the company didn't like women, that they actually mistranslated for like an entire thing for the director.
I mean,
Like
did they?
IGN purposely mistranslated an entire thing for the director.
I mean, did they?
Yes,
You know,
100% they
maybe
did.
They did.
Yes, they did.
So that's valid criticism.
Yeah. What?
If they mistranslated something on purpose, then it's valid criticism.
Yeah, no, IGN
No, they're saying that
IGN mistranslated it.
translating translating for the game,
Yeah,
and reporting on it,
yeah,
intentionally mistranslated what someone said so they would
Exactly.
seem bad.
Oh.
Basically,
okay.
they lied about. Imagine if I spoke Russian, you didn't speak Russian, and someone said something to you, and I told you, yeah, the person just said they're gonna go home and destroy your family. When in reality, all they asked was if they where the restroom was. It's like they lied about what was said.
Okay, so they basically they said that like the translation was this when it actually was something completely different.
let me actually bring up the translation itself so I can actually read it off word for what they did. So
I didn't purposely mistranslate shit to support whatever their agenda is. That is true.
Yeah.
Like a lot of localizers mistranslate shit just to like support their own fucking agenda.
do you want to know how bad the mistranslation was? Because I have it pulled up and I can actually read it
go
word
ahead.
for word. So this is from the director of like Black Myth Wukong. This was IGN's translation. I want to expand my circle and hire more people. Oh god, I can't believe I'm reading this. Get licked until I can't get an erection. I want to be honest and make a trailer and be praised as the savior of the industry. The 13-minute B1 looks like it was carelessly pieced together. Random valves, stiff landings, smaller bodies more lethally, larger bodies are lethargic?
You can just send it to me. I'm a much more visual person.
Yeah, I'll just send it. Just give me a
I'll
second.
read it myself because like my
Yeah.
brain is not processing anything you're saying.
It's fine. Yeah, here it is. I sent the image of it. I just cropped it out, make it easier.
Okay, cool.
That's the translation, and it's awful. It is one of the worst.
I want to expand my circle and hire more people, get licked until I can't get an erection. I want to be honest and make a trailer and be praised as a savior in the industry. The 13-minute B1 looks like it was carelessly pieced together. Random values, stiff landings, smaller bodies move lithely. Larger bodies are lethargic. An unmolted golden cicada. An undynamic body of water. Rough decisions were made. That sound was terribly disjointed. The frame rates have caused PTSD. Goddamn. The fuzz on the monkey is certainly not that awesome. I know you just happen to be a little depressed. It is my honor to provide you with some comfort for the lower half of your body. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
your friends for exaggerated compliments. Teaming. Please forget about the performance we put on this time. Little by little, we will grow and work slowly, but Jesus Christ. Okay.
So,
I'm
yeah.
guessing all the sexual innuendos were very much mistranslated.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
So, my point to you is this. When stuff is that heavily, like, mistranslated and heavily against the game, I think people purposely buy it just to say fuck you to the people writing this. I honestly think that's why it is.
I mean, the whole Hogwarts thing.
Exactly, it was basically the same thing.
People buy out of spite of like the
Exactly. That's the problem. I think it's people buying out of spite. It's also a decent game. It's not a bad game. It's definitely built better than the new Star Wars game. Because let me read back to what Hex said earlier. Because like Hex just says, look at the new Star Wars game. Star Wars Outlaws game. Critics are raving about it. And hello?
Join.
Who joined?
Somebody joined. Oh, they left. Okay.
Oh, anyway, but like Hex said, like, just like the new Star Wars game, Outlaws, critics are raving about it, and users are calling it out for being buggy, and in fact, it is really buggy. The recent patch that Ubisoft released broke the game, and or, like you lost your save files if you pre-ordered the game. Like the most expensive edition you get, when you get to play a few days earlier, basically was like, hey,
Lost your save.
Yes, it was so broken.
Nice.
It is so broken.
Non, t'es pas sérieux là.
What?
Non. Tu me...
Yeah.
Oh, but shit.
Yeah, it was so
Sorry,
broken.
I went French there for a second.
It's fine,
bad.
but it was so broken that even the literal purpose of buying the most expensive edition is to play like a few days early, right?
Mm-hmm.
That didn't count. Like anyone who bought the most expensive edition just to play a few days early got fucked over because you now lose all your player data.
So like the whole point of getting the whole point of buying the game early to get ahead in the game,
and now you lose that progress. Yeah. So the reason I have such a problem with this stuff.
Free stuff. Always buy after an official release.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Early.
But my thing is, user scores show that Black Myth Wukong and these games are just very night and day. One's good, one's bad. The reason I hate, when you get rid of user scores is, yes, you do try and silence them as much as possible, but at the end of the day, I think the checkmarks are gonna say one's clearly better than the other. And when Rotten Tomatoes started doing that, I'm not using Rotten Tomatoes anymore. I'm going to a different site to actually figure it out now. I don't go to Rotten Tomatoes anymore. Like the moment they did that killed it for me.
I do something that I can't say on Twitch, because if I do, I would get banned.
That's fair.
Is it starts with an E, ends with an R?
It starts with a P and ends with a Y.
Hey, thanks for the lurk, Fizz.
And whatever that thing is,
Lol.
it's the things that the people in the Caribbean do with the hooks for hands.
Oh god, I just popped up for that for a Star Wars game.
And then, if I liked it, I'll buy it. Because I already have a plan of buying it, but I want to make my own. For example, Morbius.
Mm-hmm.
Morbius?
Mm-hmm.
I had someone pay for my ticket, because I wasn't going to see it myself.
That's understandable.
But they wanted someone to go with them because they already had a ticket that they won.
I guess that's fair.
Pretty much, Thor. Does anyone here know Thor, Pirate Software?
Yes, I know him.
Thor is a game developer who is making Heartbound.
Yeah.
And he says, how do you make piracy not a problem? You make it to where it's so cheap that no one's gonna pirate it.
Well, it's not.
Or you make your game free.
Yeah.
But
this was fucking funny. I love how the gaslight Warner Bros. Into releasing the theater against it, and it performed even worse. I'm gonna be honest.
It was great.
I'm gonna be straight up honest.
But anyways, whenever I think that something's a scam, I'm not gonna pay for it.
Yeah, I understand that.
Basically, either I'm not going to buy it and I won't waste my time with it, or B, actually, ask me no questions and I'll tell you no lies. That's all I'm gonna say on the matter.
That's fair. For me, when it comes to...
I can't endorse what I do, by the way. I'm not proud of it, but we live in a day and age where people are just expected to eat the shit that's shoveled to them, and I'm not gonna do that.
I'm gonna be honest, I think it's actually starting to change. I honestly do.
Yeah?
Because let's be honest, I'm gonna be honest, I think the tipping point was the Schmovid pandemic. The reason I'm saying this because I don't want to get, murdered by Papa Streamer Papa. But, it was that and Baldur's Gate. 2023 was such a good year for gaming after the pandemic that I honestly think people finally grew standards because of how good that year was for gaming. And then you go to 2024, and you know what happens? The first game we get is Helldivers. The second game we get is the crossbow, like pirate game by Ubisoft. It was very bad. The Skull and Bones one.
Helldivers was good though.
Helldivers was good, but the game after that was quote unquote the first quadruple
Then we
A
got fucking
game.
Suicide Squad. God.
Then we
fucking
go
damn it.
Suicide Squad.
I will never let go of that.
And then we had like a few other games that weren't that great. And then we had Concord, and then we had Dustborn. And everyone was more excited about Black Myth Wukong and a few other games that were better and mostly indie games rather than anything being made by the big publishers anymore. So I'm honestly starting to think that gaming is changing, and I think that's actually going for the better now. Because you can actually see people putting their money where their mouths are. Dustborn and Concord and Suicide Squad are failures. $200 million failures each. They are millions of dollars in the red. And I'm not talking about anything like good or bad. They are in the red for a very big chunk of money. And I'm not gonna be honest, I think as it goes on, people may actually start growing more and more standards. People are already tired of live services and shit like that. I think it's finally starting to catch up. I think it's actually getting better, and I think they're actually starting to feel the pinch.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Speaking of negative, but the only thing I have that's a problem right now
The
that
only
is in
thing we're
my...
not feeling a pinch for is fucking Ultimates. They're still shit.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
but you know what my other problem is?
Give me a good Ultimate, please.
Speaking of negative
Please
versus positive
give
views,
me a good
it's very
fucking
telling
Ultimate
that
that doesn't have
you
a
know,
fucking
the
pussy ass
show
fucking
Borderlands
MC with
movie,
literally a fucking
Borderlands 4 announced
housewife
trailer only
who has no fucking balls or
Some of
some
it
shit. Like,
things like
yeah, shit, I'll do
Claptrap.
whatever you want for it. No, no, no.
we were literally been on the
hate
losing
Ultimate
streak
MCs.
in terms
I
of
hate them
games.
so bad.
Expectations of Elder Scrolls. Yeah, Elden Ring DLC honestly was its own game in its own right. Basically, yeah, like we had Elden Ring, which was like its DLC, which was on its own game in its own right. But in my opinion, I think that games made from big companies are starting to get a pull. But the only problem I have right now is this: there is an opinion going around that I really hate, and this is my opinion on it. If you're thinking people are saying gaming is, people just want games to die right now, just because they, you know, don't like gaming or they just really want to hate on games right now, I'm gonna be honest, you're just straight up wrong. Because let's be honest,
I just want good games. I just want
That's
a good
my point.
Ultimate.
I just
That's-
want good games.
that's my point.
I just want a good Ultimate.
But no, that is my point. But people are literally saying if you hated on Suicide Squad, if you hated on any of these big AAA games, you're basically hating on gaming just because you want games to fail nowadays. And I'm like,
No, I'm
I
hating
don't
on
want
bad
games to
games.
fail. I want bad games to fail so we can get better ones. But there are some gamers out there that basically say, if you're doing this, you're just wanting every game to die. And I'm like, I don't want every game to die. I just want bad gaming, bad game developers, and bad CEOs to be fucking fired.
I want bad games to die. I want people to actually put effort into a game and be proud.
Exactly.
Actually proud of what they're putting out. And not be like, oh, I mean, it is what it is, you know? Like, put effort into a fucking game and actually make it something good people actually will want to fucking play. Don't just, like, give us, like, fucking crap and, like, hey, well, it's a AAA game. You're gonna play it anyway. Like,
No, their excuse is, if you don't buy this game, it'll force the company to play even more safe than they do now, and they won't grow. They'll do badly and badly after every single thing, and they'll just go out of business. And my point to that is, good. If you can't make a good game, and you keep making bad games after this, you should go out of
keep
business.
accommodating to the fucking quote-unquote modern audience. It's just like
Oh,
even
thank you, Kimchi.
like fucking what happened in what was it, Pokemon Go?
Pokemon's a
Wherever
perfect example.
They changed the fucking avatars to be more inclusive.
Elden
They
Ring,
still
Baldur's Gate 3, probably a few other shows.
It's
Yeah.
like they're making horrible decisions based on fucking like the modern society and modern audience, but who are literally fucking tourists. The people who are complaining about these things are people who won't even play the game.
I think it shows actually. But my only thing is I don't like the attitude of we still need to buy them, otherwise the games will not get any better. My point is, if the games don't get better from this developer, let them die and then go to a different one. Don't give them money just because you want to save their thing. In my opinion, I want DICE to be shuttered. I love Battlefield. I am the biggest Battlefield fan you can ever imagine. I would want nothing more than a collection of Battlefield 2, Battlefield 2142, Battlefield Vietnam, and Battlefield 1945. I would pay $60 for that. No holds barred, you announce it, I will pay it that right then and there. I will do that because I'm that big of a fan. I want them shuttered if they make another bad Battlefield game. If the next game they make is a shit game, shutter them right then and there. I don't care anymore.
Who are we talking about?
DICE. I love the Battlefield series, but I am tired of getting my hopes up only to have them dashed. I'd rather you just shutter the company and me not have that to worry about that anymore. You know? I'd rather the games finally stop being bad and you actually push out good ones on a regular basis than you keep pushing out shit and hoping I'll just swallow it, you know?
Yeah, because like if we keep, the thing is if they keep buying, they'll think, oh, this is good enough.
Exactly.
They'll buy it anyway, no matter what we give them. They're like we're eating out of their hands at this point. So like if we say no, we're not gonna buy your fucking bullshit, they'll either snap out of it and make actually good games, or they'll fucking go bankrupt, and then we'll get new people who actually, we'll get new companies.
And I'm happy that
Like-
it's actually happening like that, because let's be honest.
Like sometimes you gotta hit rock bottom to rise up. It's just the way it is.
And I'm gonna be honest, with Concord, with Dustborn, with a bunch of these other games that have been failing, with Suicide Squad, which has a huge IP, which I should point out at first, honestly. Because let's be honest, Suicide Squad, it's DC superheroes, huge IP, and it failed horrendously. That's a good sign, in my opinion. But that's my point. It's a bad game. But even though the name, in my opinion, for like years before Baldur's Gate and the pandemic, would have still sold just on name alone, I don't think it's gonna sell anymore, and I think that's amazing.
Well, the thing is, Suicide Squad never really did well. Like, not even the game. Like, the movies themselves.
They shouldn't got shuttered after the failure.
Like, the
of Saints
first one
Row.
was good for first one was popular for a bit, and then it's like people just didn't care about it anymore. The second one bombed completely.
Yeah.
And then they come out with a game, and the game bombs. So like they're trying to get with like the Suicide Squad, and like people like think, oh, like the villains are interesting and everything. But they just don't know how to do it, and they do it so horribly. It's just
Yes, but that's my point. That's my point. It's a bad game and it failed. Let's look at Apex. Apex is actually crumbling right now. They're actually losing players as they're going on. And so Apex, I want another Titanfall, but if it ends up being bad, I don't want them to make another one at that point. Same with Violation. I love the Saints Row series. They kept making games. And they ended up being bad each time. Agents of Mayhem was shit. Gat Out of Hell was basically just a DLC. And the new Saints Row reboot basically killed everything I loved about the originals, basically, because it didn't have anything like that. And thus, they were shuttered. And I'm gonna be honest, as much as I'm sad I'll never get another Saints Row game, I'm happy they're gone. Because I don't want to get my hopes up anymore.
How is the anime doing? The anime is weird, bro.
What is your thoughts on this?
The Suicide Squad Isekai anime is like
It's mid.
it looks like it's drawn by like completely different people each freaking frame.
Yeah,
There's
actually.
no consistency in the animation.
So, Blackbird, what's your thought about what I was talking about? I'm curious. Blackbird? I was asking your thoughts about what I was talking about.
I completely have zoned out the past shit. It's been 10 minutes. What were we talking about?
I
was doing research.
Don't worry, I
I'm
zoned
still-
out halfway through as well.
I'm still hung up on the Taiga thing.
Okay, so my thing was I was talking about how how the fuck did you say something? But okay, I was talking about how I love gaming companies. I love DICE, and I love Battlefield as a series.
Oh, what are my thoughts on companies blaming fans?
No. Let me continue. I'm not. It's not that.
Lord. All right.
I was talking about how
I
I
don't know what we're
loved.
talking about, to be honest. I'm just talking to talk.
I was talking about Battlefield because I wanted to give an example. Because I feel like standards are actually changing for gamers, and games are starting to fail. And I'm not talking small games; I'm talking AAA games are actually starting to fail. And I think that's a good sign. And my point was, when it comes to Battlefield, I've had 2 bad Battlefields. Battlefield 5 was awful, and so was Battlefield 2042. I hated them. I still played them, but I really did not like them. The only reason I got 2042 is because that was a birthday gift. But
I just don't like anytime anyone becomes a AAA developer, they seem to just completely lose the plot.
exactly. So
But the thing is,
Mhm.
their IP is money.
yeah,
Back to literally everything else we've said about other companies. They're not going to give up that IP because that's money.
oh, I fully agree. But my thing
They'd
is
rather
this.
sit on the IP and never let it go than make goods content.
I will agree, but eventually it does lead to their downfall. Like, let's take Violation. They made Saints Row. I love Saints Row 1, 2, and 3. Hell, I love Saints Row 4 and I even Get Out of Hell. But then they come up with Agents of Mayhem, and that's just kind of mid. And then they come with a new Saints Row game, and that's just awful. It doesn't have anything close to what the original Saints Row had. And they were rightfully, in my opinion, shuttered. I don't want to get my hopes up for another Saints Row game, only to realize it's bad. I'd rather you just shutter the company and me not have to deal with it anymore. You know? Like, for DICE,
Yeah.
if they come out with
Hey
another...
Sky, I got a random question for you.
Mhm.
If you had to pick between
No, you're talking to me or
Hugs.
talking to Sai?
Sky.
Sky,
Me? Okay.
yeah,
With the K? Okay, cool. Yeah, hi,
yeah,
what's up?
Sky. If you had to pick, would you pick head pats, a hug, finger guns, or well, let's just say
Oh, my arm just
sussy
popped.
stuff.
Holy shit. Wow.
Why am I choosing between these things?
Oh.
I don't know. Like if you
But
had to like
in what context? Like what like I have to
Like-
receive it?
They can suck my left nut. What the
in
fuck?
any mood, you would be like, I'd say finger guns. I'd give finger guns to somebody no matter what mood I'm in.
I think it'd be sus, but that's just because I'm always down bad.
I would just probably do like the peace sign, like yo.
Yeah.
I'd say do the finger guns too. Like, what is this? Like every single day type thing?
Yeah, like what could you go for every single day? Because head pats are awesome. Love some pats. But I don't know if I'd be feeling them every day.
I
But
think it's for the finger guns.
someone shooting me finger guns, I'd shoot finger guns.
Finger guns
back.
would be nice.
I definitely reject the hug.
I guess
Yeah,
it's
not
fair.
a hug.
Not
no
a hug.
I
hugs.
get
hugs.
very uncomfortable from just the thought of people
Yeah.
touching me.
yeah. You are down
Yeah, see, so
astronomical
finger
side.
guns.
Fuck you, name. But yeah. So
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was just doing that because it sounded like you were. I wanted to throw you a curveball question because it sounded like you were kind of passing out there.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought
This
you
is
were
like- 'cause-
passing.
'cause-
I'm gonna be honest. I thought you were
'cause-
passing out when you were zoning out as much.
It's because this topic is like way out of my field of knowledge. My interests are very focused around animes I like, Buffy, and
I think I saw that you were playing. Were you playing Batman?
Yeah,
yeah,
Batman.
I'm doing the Arkham series right now.
Head
I've
pats.
started
I'm a
Origins
sucker
and
for giving
going
head pats. Oh,
chronological
I love
order.
head pats.
All right then. Well then let's talk about the Batman games because you might be able to
Suicide
agree
Squad.
with us at a certain point.
I've only
Arkham-
played Origins. I'm not even done that yet.
Yeah. But I'm just gonna say you will know. When it came to the Batman games,
Yeah.
Batman Arkham City, Arkham
Yeah.
Asylum,
Arkham
Arkham Knight,
Yeah, they're
and Origins are the only ones you should play if you don't want to have your experience ruined.
yeah.
yeah, I know that. That's why
Right.
I'm only playing those ones.
So
Okay, don't play any of the others, and by
No, I'm
God,
not
don't
going
play
to.
Suicide Squad.
No,
So-
that game does not exist in my brain.
So Skya, that is what the way you see Suicide Squad is how I see Battlefield 5 and Battlefield 2042.
Okay.
That's how I see
They're
it.
abominations.
And I've been getting so many of those. I'm honestly like, I'd rather you just shutter the company if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like,
Was Suicide Squad made by the same company who did the other games?
yes.
How do they fuck up so bad? How
That's-
the fuck does
that's-
Arkham
you-
Knight have better graphics
you-
in fucking
you-
2014?
You get my frustration now. You get the frustration now of why we're
than
like
fucking
this.
Suicide in 2024.
Welcome to the gaming
Please,
industry right now.
Please
Well,
tell me how
honestly,
the fuck
Sky,
a game
welcome.
from fucking 10 years ago has better graphics.
Well, welcome, Sky. Me and Blackburn have been dealing this for years. Welcome. You understand our plight now.
It's like, how the
Welcome.
fuck? And why the fuck is Harley Quinn's body shaped like that? She's a fucking gymnast.
Yep. But you now get our plight. You now get our plight of how we've had such golden games as like Batman, Arkham City, Arkham Origins, and Arkham Knight. And then you get that, you get that game.
Like Arkham Origins is like the black sheep of the Arkham games, right?
Yeah, and it's still
even
no,
that
but
fucking like
I-
100 times better than fucking Suicide Squad.
I think Suicide Squad took the mantle of the black sheep. I think everyone's liking Origins again.
But like a black sheep is like something you didn't think was gonna be good, but but they are good, right?
Yeah.
It is good. But Suicide Squad is just a fucking
Bad game.
it's charcoal.
It's
coal.
real bad.
It's coal in your stocking.
That's fair, but you get my point, right? That is what we've been dealing with in most of the gaming industry. That's how I feel about Call of Duty.
For you.
That is how I feel about the Elder Scrolls. I think the next Elder Scrolls game will probably bomb. I'm gonna be honest.
I need good automas. I'm so tired
Exactly.
of playing the same fucking lame ass, whiny ass fucking bitch MC who can't do fucking shit for herself. I hate it. The fucking
So-
options, the choices you get of things to say are so fucking lame and basic, bitch, and like, I hate it. Please give me a fucking good ass fucking original MC and original fucking automate. Like Cupid's Parasite was actually pretty good, but the MC is still like this whole like, oh, I believe in the power of love.
But you get my point. That is what most of the gaming industry has been for like the last few years. If I was a futurist, social, maybe media ability to discipline, and afterwards someone choose a wheelchair and I'm forced to choose whether they live or die, I choose death. I don't care. You gonna be in some situation, I choose not to fix your legs. Holy shit. That even
Hey, this actually ties. What you just said, C1, ties into this thing that I heard a little bit ago. So
you can call
we,
C1.
I'm sorry. Well, what should I say?
Name.
just
Name?
call him
His
name.
name? Okay.
Yeah, his thing's
Name.
weird.
We have fully sequenced the human genome, and we know how to do genetic editing. And there are some disabled people who think that that's ableist to not let people naturally be disabled. And as someone who is very much tortured by mood swings, I don't want anyone to ever feel the way I feel ever. So if you could just make people who are bipolar no longer exist going forward, go off, King.
Yeah.
Just don't do just if you can like cure people being predisposed to being mentally ill.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm
Like,
gonna,
if I could not have sensory issues, fuck, I would love that.
I would love to be able to read normally. Thank you.
So anyways, we are at the point where there now of course it costs money because capitalism,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah,
But we're at
obviously.
the point to where you can get IVF
Call of Duty
and have
is
a
10
pretty
minutes
good
good.
chance of not having any predisposition that would normally be genetically in line with yourself.
Like,
I gotta be honest. It's
fucking schizophrenia is genetic. If like we could like literally just alter that gene and make it like some cancers are fucking genetic.
Yeah, and
Some diseases
there-
are genetic. If you
and
can, like,
I've heard the brain dead take that we shouldn't do it.
Let
We
people be
shouldn't.
disabled. Like, I
Well,
don't think
wow.
Yeah,
people
it's,
are disabled
um,
enjoy being disabled.
It's one of those things of
I don't get it. Like
I-
we,
I
you
don't-
have a
I get it,
cure-
I get it, I get
enjoy
it.
being on the spectrum.
it's one of those things
It's not
of
something I enjoy.
so this is what I think they're thinking. This is what I think they're actually from their perspective trying to see what they think. This is what I think they're thinking. I have dealt with this all my life. This is a part of me. and now they're saying they can fix it, but I
Well,
don't.
they could have.
They could have fixed it, you know. At that point, it's like it's either why not me? Why wasn't I fixed? Or it's going to be there was nothing wrong with me to begin with. Why are you trying to fix this? Because in a weird way, if they know there's a fix for it and this couldn't happen to him, it's either why didn't this happen to me and the self-loathing, or attacking and going, I was never, there's nothing wrong with me. Because if that's the case, then they have to realize that something's actually wrong with them and no one's going to be able to help them. It's a weird sense of it's a pain.
But part of accepting a diagnosis is acknowledging that there's a problem.
Exactly. The problem is not everyone they'll say there's a problem, but they won't really internalize it. I'm diagnosed with dyslexia, and I'm like, I know I can't read that well, but it's like, is it really something you don't really notice it until you're actually in it, and then you're like, oh yeah, wait, yeah.
Of course. Well, the thing is, people see acknowledging that there's a problem as a bad thing.
It's
Like
not.
they see a problem, they see the word problem or disorder or illness or whatever, and they think, okay, that's bad, you know.
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily just because you have a disorder and you acknowledge you have that disorder, it doesn't mean that it's bad, that the disorder is bad.
Yeah.
So like people are like, oh, you know, it's gonna be ableist. My life would probably be a lot better if I didn't have autism. Having autism is not bad.
I'm also gonna put it this way. Are you gonna tell that to someone? Are you gonna tell that to someone who's like, I was born, I couldn't use my legs, to someone who's like, if I have a kid now, I want them to use their legs. I want them to run on the sand. I don't want them to be disabled like this. You know? Are you gonna tell that to them? Or are you just gonna let them be born like that because now they can't use their legs? What are you gonna have to take care of that too? You know? It's
like, if like, you know, people who are born with like missing limbs and everything, you're gonna tell that kid, hey, I could have, you know, saved you from, I could have changed your genetic makeup and I could have given you all of your limbs, but I chose not to. Like how's that person gonna feel? Like, oh, I could have had a much easier life and you just were like, nah, I'm gonna let you have it harder.
It's there's this movie called Gattaca, where it goes into how there is possibly a divide that would form by people either having natural born versus genetically enhanced. How people would like discriminate upon jobs and things like that. We have systems in place for that to not be the case.
And also,
see, that's the thing, is that we live in a reality where that isn't the case. We live in a place where if the future is that bleak, we're already lost. There is I think about Gattaca and about why people are against genetic editing, and I go, it doesn't make sense. Because in my mind, the next step to people is no longer, like, no more borders. One planet unification. Like, that's what I see. You really think that there's going to be 100 different countries when we're soaring through the stars? You really think that that's going to be the case? Think practically on the big picture here for a second. If you're thinking, I wasn't able to be saved, I'm going to stunt things for people in the future because I wasn't able, because of this thing that I have that I don't see as a problem.
Will never happen.
It'll never happen. Veteran. Yeah, you know, you're probably right.
The reason it won't happen is because people have free will. That's literally it. People have free will. Someone's going to get in an argument. Someone's going to feel that's just, I should have won that. And next, you know, they're going to stab each other. And then it's going to happen on that scale.
I don't see autism as someone who's autistic. I don't see it as a disability, but I see it as an extra card I've been dealt.
To be fair,
it does qualify as a disability though. You can be on disability if you have autism.
Yeah, I know.
Because it does depending on how severe.
I wish I could claim on dyslexia, but it's not. I wish I could claim that on dyslexia, but you can't.
No, because it it doesn't really inhibit your
Yeah,
your ability
you just
to
have
function.
sucky time reading.
Yeah.
I
Well, that's why
mean-
there's programs that read things for you.
Also, fucking.
I
Programs,
just
Yeah.
I want the next generation or the generation 10 down the line to have a shot at good. To
Yeah.
have a shot at peace, to have a shot at what the world's supposed to be. You're supposed to wake up in the morning and smile. You're supposed to go to work and just have fun. You're supposed to be like, shit, I don't have to worry about bills.
I wish, bro.
Like,
So-
that's supposed to be like, think about when you were a kid and you just woke up and life was simple. Life is supposed to not be bleak. But-
Yeah, I can't relate to that.
But because of what I was born with,
The fuck?
some days I wake up and I can't do that. I have to call into work.
Yeah,
and
so
people are like, why are you calling into work so much?
Because mentally, I cannot actually get out of bed today.
I'm gonna
And
be
then
honest.
they don't understand because they don't have that. I want people to be able to communicate with each other. And if that means like, I'm gonna say something and it's controversial. So
Go ahead.
and I'm
this
not
is
saying
literally
that
hot
this
takes.
is the way to go, but this is my biggest hot take. I think genetic editing for predisposition to certain disabilities should be the same as getting the measles vaccine,
Fair.
because I want no one to feel like I feel.
I fully
I
agree.
don't want people to just wake up and just feel bad for no reason.
So my thing is this: it's also the fear of something else. Like, let's go into another debate. Just change up the topic a little bit here, and this is me adding one. AI.
Well,
It's
what
all
part of
good.
AI? The military aspects or the
No. The aspects that everyone deals with nowadays. 'Cause let's be honest. Just like with that whole new genetic editing, a part of it is also just fearing new technology. I'm gonna be straight up honest. AI isn't bad. It's not bad. The way people are using it's bad. But if you had more regulation on it, you'd actually probably enjoy it. An AI system to where it makes art that you could use for reference that you can't claim as your own. I think everyone would be great about that. Like, think about it this way. I'm a struggling artist. I want to learn more about like human nature, or just have like a different like a reference I can use to kind of like think of ideas. I use that as a reference, and then I can actually draw something I actually really want to draw with an actual good idea. You know? That's not bad. The problem is it's unregulated. It's unregulated to the point to where they can do whatever they want and they can get away with it. The moment it gets regulated, like, you can't put any artist's art
because-
into a thing without them knowing.
But the thing is, it won't learn.
I know
Without-
that's the
without-
point.
It won't. The thing is with AI is that it uses a lot of fucking resources.
Yeah,
Like, it uses a lot of resources.
I fully
right?
agree.
And the thing is, AI, it's not inherently bad,
That's my.
right? It's not inherently bad.
So yeah,
But
it's not that.
The way it functions is bad.
Yeah,
The way it gets its information, the way it produces its
That's my
products,
point.
right? That's the bad part of it.
that's my point. That's only anyone's problem is the way it's done. I don't think anyone would care if you had like paid artists.
We do have, you know, movies like iRobot that can show you like what the fuck happens when AI just takes over.
Well, yeah, but my point is there's a difference. That's not AI. That's not the AI we have right now. I'm gonna be honest. Even then, I still think that's still fear. I don't think.
You still use AI to like fucking lock
No,
your
you
doors, turn on your lights, you know, preheat the oven. Like you can do
Yeah.
all that shit.
Well, my also the point is this. I have a thing that when it comes to new technologies, not to just automatically dismiss it,
We have
because
fucking
you,
Ultron as a
Sky. So, do you know what the people back in what was it 19 when the TV started coming out? You know what the first thing the paper press did? The newspapers. They said it was evil. Like when Superman came out, they said he was satanic.
Yeah.
Because
satanic apparently.
yeah, that's the thing. They demonize something that's completely new. I don't want to demonize AI just because I don't know anything about it. I think it could be
Well,
good. It could
we
be good,
do
it could be
know
bad.
stuff about it. That's the thing.
We do know stuff about it, and I'm
How
saying
it's
if it
being
was
used right
regular.
now
Yes.
is bad.
And I'm just saying if you regulate it,
It's moving
it's
way
fine.
too fast.
Yeah.
That's the issue, Sai. Is that bureaucracy moves too slow and science moves too fast.
I guess that's fair.
I don't know what the future of humanity will look like besides a coffin, because that is always an inevitability.
Yep.
But I do know that this weird thing that we've got going on, where we've got a bunch of individual countries
Hmm.
that are constantly combative, that are putting on this light show for each other, it won't be sustainable if we want to last millions of years into the future. We have
Because people want the easy way out. They want the easy way to do something, the fastest way to do something, and eventually we'll go fucking Wally.
Yeah, my point for me is like,
And I don't want the world to go to fucking Wally. Like I want us,
why?
like I'd honestly no. I'd rather have a fucking society like fucking Divergent as our future
I'm gonna be honest, when it
than
comes
fucking Wally.
when it comes to, in my opinion, when it comes to new technology, I just don't want to demonize it right out of the gate. Like AI, I think is
AI has
unregulated.
been around for a while.
Huh?
AI has always been in the talks and always been in the works. It's always been around. It's just now it's becoming a lot more mainstream and it's been
Exactly.
pushed and used so much, where it's like people are like, okay, no, this is not being used properly. This is bad. Because
Exactly.
the way it's being used is bad, so it inherently is bad.
It's not. I don't even think it's inherently bad. It just needs to be regulated. That's it. As soon as
But
it's
how do you
you
regulate something that people have unlimited access to?
simple. You regulate the internet, and people have unlimited access to that. Like you
Yeah,
can't.
we're failing at that.
Oh, I know.
They're very much failing at regulating the internet. Like, look, fucking like. Okay, I'm gonna go into politics here.
Uh-huh.
Canada, Prime Minister Trudeau is trying to fucking pass Bill 36, C36, sorry,
Uh-huh.
to basically say that anybody who badmouths the government on the internet can be sentenced to jail,
Yeah, that's dumb.
and that's retroactive to the bill, actually, which is technically illegal, but he wants to do it anyway.
Yeah, that's dumb.
How the
Listen,
that
I'm
is
just saying,
people regulating the
politicians
internet.
get that they're human,
Mm-hmm.
and humans are very fragile.
Yep.
They can break very easily, and I'm not saying for anyone to do anything, but if you're gonna do something wrong, do wrong right.
My thing is this.
Legionary, you say that we will go back to killing each other because it's basic human nature?
Yeah.
Then
You can kill me now.
kill for the right reasons, I guess. I don't know. Do I look like I have the answers to everything? All I know is we're gonna be in a coffin in either my generation or the next generation, because we can't fix the problems that are currently needing to be addressed.
I'm gonna be honest. I think as it goes on, it'll probably get better. As weird as it is to say, I think it will get better. I think the problem is right now is
I think we're regressing. We're not moving forward. People are like, oh, progression. We're not progressing. We're regressing.
I don't even
We're
think
going-
that. I think it's so.
Honestly, can I finish my sentence?
Sorry.
Thank you. I think that we hit our peak in like mid 2000s. That was the peak.
I won't
Because
say
the
that.
internet wasn't that big. It wasn't a big part of social media. Was a big part of kids' influence. It wasn't a big part of anything. People weren't afraid to say something and maybe offend somebody by accident. People weren't as oppressed in a lot of contexts. People weren't as oppressed as they are now, or they don't, or the perceived oppression that people have nowadays.
I'm gonna be honest.
And they exist.
I'm gonna be
People
straight
were
honest.
free we're very more free to be people and human.
I'm gonna be honest. I think what
And now
really,
we're
I think what fucked us up, or at least most of like America at least, was the mental asylums basically being outlawed. Like
No, I don't think
a lot.
that's
I think the reason I say that is because when they were outlawed, they basically just let them go. And my thing is this: I think mental health is probably something that we just really lack in America that really needs to stop being lacked on heavily.
America's not the whole world, Si.
I know, but most of the technology, most of the media, most of like Facebook, fucking most of the big tech stuff comes from America. Like,
TikTok comes
medical,
from China.
TikTok comes from China.
from Singapore, and Japan, I think, is the leading in medical technology research. Personally, I think that when it comes to, we would like to think that a lot of stuff comes from America, but the frivolous stuff comes from America. The internet has become so big and so all-consuming
Yes.
that it is
Didn't
leaving
the
people
internet-
bleak.
I thought the internet was not even created by an American. I don't
It
think.
was.
Mm,
It was. The internet is
It
an
was.
American creation.
It was created by, a bunch of people in California. It started.
Yes.
It started as a.
I thought it was European, but I
No.
may be wrong. I
It used to
remember
be- it used to
taking
be
this
you
in
could
a
make-
computers class, but I might be wrong.
It used to be you could make a short,
Yeah.
distance of people talk to each other. Distance of
Yeah,
computers
yeah.
talk to each
Yeah,
other.
I know.
Really big supercomputers.
Yeah, I know. I learned that in my intro to computers class. I forgot that was I thought it was Europeans.
No.
I thought it was a combination of Europeans, Americans, and like other you know. I thought it was
So
a combination. I
the
didn't think it was
reas-
just Americans.
the reason I say that, at least when it comes to America, why I think it's pretty decently big, is because the internet did come from here. So most of the big tech companies, Twitter, X, Twitter, YouTube, Google, all of that shit is based in America.
You serious?
Mostly
What are
in-
they doing with all of that power and potential? They're using it to
Nothing.
make money.
No, my
And they're
own,
not even doing that to be good at it.
no, my only problem is this: most of them are in America, and most of them are based in Silicon Valley. My problem is this: when it
An area of California.
Yeah. Da-da-da. My problem is this. I think when they're so this is my I honestly think it would be a lot better if the tech companies were spread around. Like if they were spread, like, say, in Texas or New York or Florida or anything else like that. If they were spread around a
Maybe
lot,
other countries
other countries too.
Yeah,
Hell,
outside the states.
No, I would much rather, if America is supposed to be as good as they say they are,
Mhm.
then we should not rely on the compromised ethics of other countries. This ties back to what I said
That's fair.
earlier with Black Myth Wukong in China.
Yeah.
I don't like how the Chinese government treats their citizens.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys have
I-
too much fucking power, bro.
I am very much. Listen. If I suddenly became president of the United States, I would cease all trade with China, and that would completely destroy the entire economy. That is a problem. That it would
Yes.
destroy the entire economy. Why is it that we're selling our souls to slaves? It's slavery, okay? It's serf labor. Why is it that we are relying on that? When
So
we're supposed to be better. We're supposed to be free. When we're
Yeah.
built on the backs of
Like
slaves.
there was this North Korean refugee who escaped to America,
uh-huh.
and they wanted to make a movie about her story,
Uh-huh.
but they wanted to censor all of the parts that were talking bad about China,
So
and they're like, yeah, we can't say that about China because, you know, blah blah blah, political reasons.
my
and
thing about
everything.
it is this. I think so this is my problem. When it's all focused in one state, such as California, and not to shit on California, but it had its golden age, and then it's in its like worst period ever.
Well, every state's in its worst period ever.
I wouldn't say that about
Sky,
Texas.
Are you Canadian?
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
Canadian.
Okay, stay in Canada, please. Don't
I'm
come
gonna be
down
honest.
here
I
ever.
don't
It's
think.
better in Canada.
I'm visiting Virginia in like October.
Oh, yeah.
You know what?
Nothing
you
is
picked a good state,
free, or nothing
Virginia.
will ever be
lovely
free.
mountains,
Fair-
lovely
fair
place.
point.
Just,
But,
My best friend lives there. I'm visiting him.
So my point is this.
I mean, don't move
Canada's
here.
not doing much better right now, to be honest.
It's not.
If
How
Trudeau
about we
if Trudeau
all
will
just-
not win, but if he wins government, I am literally trying. I'm moving to Europe, y'all. I'm moving to
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, how about we move to the Northern Territories and we just like live in the forest there and build a secret secret city. All right,
Well,
we'll be
I'm
like
not
the
gonna be fucking done
Illuminati.
with it.
No.
Yeah,
Let's build a rapture. Let's Bioshock this shit.
Like, oh god.
Let's do it.
It's our Canada over the past 8 years has gone into such a fucking chaotic
Legionary. Nothing will ever be free, but you can make the price be manageable. For example, if something is evil, you destroy it. All right? If something's tyrannical, you destroy it. And guess what? That's what America was supposed to be based on. You're being
jail.
You're being oppressed? We're going to destroy our oppressors. We're going to wrench free, but we don't do that anymore for some reason.
I'm gonna be honest. So, when it comes to the whole situation as it is, you can, but there will put people who will defend you no matter what.
What's your perspective?
But Legionary, what if those people didn't exist because they were destroyed because of the tyrants?
What
Canada used to be number 1 in overall quality of life, right?
Yeah.
We're down to 30th.
Yes. So
that's all because of one fucking person.
So my point is this. What I was trying to get at was, when everything is based on one state, at least technology-wise, which is California, whatever California believes becomes what everyone else believes in that industry. I don't think that's good or healthy. There's lumber mills that are in every state, and the entire industry doesn't collapse because there's one thing, you know?
Lumber mills in every state. I think you might want to check those facts.
There's lumber mills in more states than at least California. That's my point.
No. They're not in California, but if you go a little bit more up north, there used to be a lot of lumber mills in Oregon and Seattle. The thing about it is, most of the East Coast has been marked for regrowth because it has been chopped down from hell and high waters, that there's just no real old growth left.
So
over on the West Coast, because of thank you Teddy Roosevelt, by the way, for this, because of all the national parks, the lumber mills can't touch it, and that's why if you go to the West Coast, it looks so beautiful.
So my point is there's still more lumber mills than besides California.
Lumber mills?
Lumber mills are where you get wood for houses and get wood for anything else.
They cut wood. My point is
they chop down trees and then process the trees.
My point was
I want to be back.
That's fine. My point is that just because you get rid of one state's lumber mills doesn't mean the entire industry collapses. If you get rid of every tech company in California, tech collapses in America. The entire thing. That's my problem.
You have an interesting view. You're seeing a symptom.
I'm seeing
and thinking it's the problem.
No, I'm not saying
the problem stems from something bigger. The problem stems from capitalism and greed being the pushing factor for industry.
Because my thing is this: it's not just that. My point is, it would not be as bad because there are different perspectives. My thing is this: when it's one perspective, and I'm going to be honest, Californians, compared to everyone else, are very different. They see it very differently. And my point is this:
that's how they're perceived from what you see, because what you see is a very controlled flow of data that is algorithmically curtailed to you specifically. If you go into other states, you will see similar patterns.
Oh yeah.
For example, if you go up to Oregon, you'll see similar stuff. If you head over to Illinois, you'll see similar stuff. The difference is Illinois is cold and California is hot. And you might think, why does that matter? Well, try and be homeless in the middle of winter when it's sub-zero.
Yeah.
My point being, humans are humans wherever you go.
Oh no, I fully agree.
It's how you perceive them and how they perceive you that is the dividing factor.
No, I agree with that. My point is, when everything else is probably how put it, it's as California is right now, it's very bad. from outside and from inside. And for people from inside say it's horrible, from outside it says it's horrible. It's gone through a really bad shape right now. Not every state is the same as that. But when most of your information comes from that state, because let's be honest, most people are on the internet, most of the internet is developed in California, Silicon Valley, anything else like that. Most of the other stuff, like Hollywood-wise, is based in California.
Yeah, I
When
know,
it comes to
Reaper.
that-
Sky is using the
Yeah,
restroom now.
Sky is bathroom. But
no,
my point when it comes to this is what that state generally believes becomes what everyone else sees. And my point is you'd probably get better and more perspectives if they were separated into different areas.
that's not how it works.
I think it is how it works.
It's not what. If they moved a different area, they'd only hire people who are like-minded. Remember what I said about playing the game with actors and developers?
Mm-hmm.
You really think you're going to? You really think that people aren't going to just? It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. They would hire someone from California and move them out there. If you force them to split it up, they'd find a loophole. You can't force people to.
I'm back. What I miss?
What'd you miss? Oh, we were just talking about how you're an amazing VTuber and you have
Yes.
value.
Just adorable.
Thanks.
But a little bit of wholesomeness there. You know,
Wholesome.
just for the cynicism that is.
Cynicism. Wawa.
But pretty much, they'll find a loophole. Say, the only way that it would work is to change people's hearts.
Yeah.
To change people's hearts into believing certain things. For example, I think freedom of speech should be that it's completely free. I think that if someone says this thing, no matter how bad it is, they should be able to say it. And they should be able to suffer the consequences for saying it. Say that someone is profoundly racist, and then suddenly they take a dunk in the river. Oh no. Anyways, you see?
Yeah.
I'm not strong enough to save them. Oh well.
No! Oh
Natural
no!
selection.
I'm just aware. Yeah.
So
I'm just a little fairy. There's no way I can lift them. Sorry.
I know.
Yeah.
I
and
am of the strong belief that we should let natural selection run its course.
for example,
Yeah.
if you say certain things online right now, it can be deemed as inciting violence.
Yes.
When in reality, for example, America. Say that one day, I'm not saying that's today.
Actually, Giz, you're about to say something to get me banned. Just make sure beforehand
No,
at a time.
I'm not going to say something that's going to get you banned.
Hopefully.
But there's this thing that says inciting violence. You
Yes.
cannot incite violence.
Yes.
Because starting a riot, well, nothing good comes from a bunch of rioting people. You need to.
No.
But the thing is, protesting, like,
There's a different.
Say-
Okay, I see a
no,
difference.
no, no, no.
between-
I'm
yeah.
sorry. I'm off topic now.
Yeah.
Say that America is rotten. Say that
Yeah.
in the future they start, I don't know, sacrificing babies to the sun or something.
Ugh.
And you think that that's evil because it is evil, or say that they bring back slavery or something. What
Oh,
do you
God.
do? What do you do? How do you get people to
And it's really
rise up against that?
Mm-hmm.
Million dollar question. Because
Right.
if you do it wrong,
Torches
you're
and
inciting
pitchforks.
violence.
Woo!
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. That's the thing, Sky. That is inciting violence. Violence is never the answer. No, no, no. And they'll just keep sacrificing their babies. See what I'm saying?
I mean, sometimes violence is the answer. Sometimes a person just needs to get a good fucking punch in the face.
Yeah, but once again, that's
Uh.
inciting violence somehow.
The question. The question is this: who decides what's inciting violence, and also who decides who decides when violence is necessary? Is also the
Oh
question.
my gosh, Sai, that actually does tie back around the people who programmed the internet. You're
Yeah.
right.
My
Yeah.
thing. That's my thing. So let's put this.
Violence
Let's
is
put.
an option. Yes.
No, no,
thank
no.
you.
Let's put it this way. Let me word this correctly. Say everything's based in California, and most of the views are based in that area. Yes, we can agree to
Why
that.
California?
Just
Fuck California.
because
Go
California-
fucking burn it.
The reason is because
Oh,
that's why
well, it's already on
yeah.
fire, Sky.
The reason I'm saying that is because that's where tech is based, where information is usually based. So say now that some people believe that you say a certain thing, now you could get punched for it because that's, he said a thing, that the violence must be necessary, and it's spread to everybody. Now, when you do it, people will justify it for you.
Well,
Everybody deserves to get punched once in their life.
I've seen what inciting violence.
Science is never the answer. It's the question. The answer is yes.
I got to be on the little ol' me. Got to see my firefighter relatives have bricks thrown at them during the Ferguson riots.
Oh, fun.
Whenever people get riled up for what they think is the right thing, people will abuse that power, and there will be innocents that get caught in the crossfire. You have to be very precise with you can't let your emotions get in the way. If you have a destination to set out, you need to make sure that every other person has that exact same vision. Otherwise people get hurt that aren't supposed to get hurt. Yeah. So it's just, that's why the rule is in place in theory. But if you speak up at all against it and be like, hey, this person...
Yeah, we're way off topic. Holy shit.
Huh?
I was saying we were way off topic, but that's fine. Let's keep going. It's fine.
What was the topic?
The topic was about, like... You know what was fun out of this out of it? We were talking about, like, critic reviews versus user reviews and how they're literally silencing the user reviews.
Well, yeah, the same thing here. In theory, the inciting violence thing is to stop riots and stuff from happening. But the thing is... At what point is that the answer? When slavery comes back? What is the point at which you're supposed to do that thing that America is developed on? Like, what is that point? No one has defined that point. I think that we need to define that point.
You know what the point is?
You know what that point of, have we gone too far?
You know what that point is? That point is when more than, like, let's see, when like 70% of America agrees on it. That's the point. That's the problem.
But how do you put that to a vote?
You don't put it to a vote. It's when you see, every other neighbor do it. Violence just needs more violence. If you were to go into that, violence. And in the end, it has to be this way.
Sometimes people deserve just to get punched in the face.
What did Mike Tyson say? The internet's made people too comfortable with saying awful shit without being punched in the face.
Well, it's that. But
Mike Tyson, I agree with you. Seriously. Some people say some awful stuff.
People have gotten too comfortable on the internet. They're behind a screen. They're not gonna get any repercussions for it. Blah blah blah.
The thing about it is this. I understand that point, but at the same time, they've also gone so thing that they can't take any criticism. You should be able to say, like how I was talking about game developers earlier. I should be able to tell game developers, you are bad at what you do. You know?
No, because we're fucking living in the fucking snowflake generation where people are like, oh my god, you get fucking trophy for just fucking for participating.
No. Actually, I got a participation trophy and I don't like it. I really don't like it.
Exactly. It's stupid. Like, we're living in a generation where literally anybody, you cannot tell somebody that they're wrong, that what they did was bad. You can't tell somebody that, like, hey, they're like, next time, you did your best, but it wasn't good enough this time. They will get so fucking butthurt. People cannot take criticism nowadays. They just can't.
It's
my emotional, whatever it's fucking called, like
emotional damage.
Not even emotional damage. It's like emotional oppression or some shit. I don't fucking know. It's like people are like, oh, you that's offensive. You're offending me. Okay, so what? Be offended.
That's the
thing. Be
thing.
offended.
It's okay to be offended by things. All right.
Like, you're allowed to be offended by things. Just like people are
just because you're
offend.
So this is my thing. You're allowed to be offended. You're not allowed to burn down their house just because you got offended.
Yeah,
that's it.
You need
that's
to have
the point.
For example, I had someone today when I was at the Japanese festival at the Missouri Botanical Garden.
Oh, I want to go to a festival. Sorry.
It was nice. I
don't get to go to festival. I haven't been on a vacation in years, like literal years. I don't think I'll get to go on a vacation until 2025. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, it's $18 if you want to stop by.
God, I would go to a botanical garden so fast.
But so what happened was, you just flabbergast them back. You know, you get catcalled, and you turn to them and you say something, you know, respectful, like, you're less a judge of a human being as you are a specimen of one.
I was gonna just say, wow, your mother should have swallowed your ass.
But what I hate is like the whole like.
Can I say something
People,
out of
like-
pocket size? Sure.
The thing is like people get like so offended by the littlest of things. Like you know that you hear things like people of like girls getting offended because the guy opens the door for them, right?
Yeah, that's dumb.
Oh, that
Or-
happened to me.
Or like you hear about people getting offended of like a girl's like, oh, a guy
You
used
know
to
what-
polish their makeup, right?
you
And
know
it's like,
what-
I have a boyfriend. Like that is the most stupidest shit to get offended.
I'm gonna be
about. And
honest.
I've seen IRL. I've seen
Yeah.
a girl literally tell somebody like, oh, I have a boyfriend when they literally don't.
Hello.
Just because like they like, and all the person all they did was compliment.
Have you seen
like,
have you seen the ick thing that girls do? There's this one guy
Yes,
that reads
A girl
icks.
has an this girl had an ick like if the guy has a mom, or it's her ick.
Yeah. Like if you have a loving mom, yeah, that was an ick apparently.
It was an ick.
Like
Because
why?
I think the only girl in your life. Like, it's his mom.
Yeah.
It's his mother.
I'm gonna be honest. As much as I would love a girlfriend, I would literally go like, fuck you. I'm going to go help my mom more than you. Straight up.
Like it's.
Well,
Do you ever clap your balls together when you're in the shower? I don't have any balls to clap, so I'm gonna say no.
why do you need to know this information?
Why?
Is this, like, remember,
what the?
I clap
hang
my
on.
cheeks. Does that work for you?
You do have the right to remain silent.
You do have the right to remain silent, and your words will be used against you in the court of Sai. There will be no.
Yeah.
You will get no attorney. There is no attorney for you. It is only Sai. I am judge,
Reaper,
jury, and executioner here. I'm sorry.
And Pie,
Listen.
sure, go ahead. Say something out of pocket too. I know you.
Yeah,
can.
go ahead. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Pi.
listen, I don't have. I mean, I have both the thing that I will neither confirm nor deny it, but yeah, clapping cheeks together when walking around, that happens.
I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. It's a little noticeable. I'm gonna be honest.
Something up.
That's funny.
Something out of pocket. Ah, nice.
that. That's
You
great.
disappoint
Nice.
me.
So
All
actually,
right, before we go into the night, should we just continue
we have
the thing?
one last topic. Actually, if you guys want to go into
What
it.
is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? I'm curious.
So this may lead back to what we're talking about, but I want to go into it either way
Oh,
because what?
It's an oh goody.
Yeah, but it's not gonna. We're not gonna stay in that too long. But I do really want to talk about it. The final
Okay.
topic we're talking about tonight is actually, what is your opinion of game creators and like most companies now just attacking fans? Because they're blatantly saying fans are the problem now. I'm
Because
curious.
it interferes with their vision.
Treat them like
because,
witches.
It interferes with their vision, and anything that interferes with their vision must be destroyed, as you see. So say that I'm gonna use Tarkov with the
Yeah, Tarkov works.
I don't even
was gonna
remember
use Star Wars.
I don't even remember what it's called, because I've pushed it out of my mind. But they have a bundle that's several $100s.
Oh, that one, yes.
That was for access to their PvE mode,
So dumb.
and they were getting
Oh, wow.
flamed for it.
Yep.
They were getting flamed for it, and they were just dismissing, being like, people are hating on us. No, this is completely fair. No, it's different from the Edge of Darkness edition. People bought the Edge of Darkness edition because they didn't want to have to buy any other DLCs.
Yeah.
That was the point. So they tried to pull a fast one, and then they dismissed people's claims, blamed it on the fans, saying, well, if people bought the game more, we wouldn't have to do this.
Exactly.
Yeah, the devs are
Get
dumb.
over it.
So
Basically, people think they're entitled to your money because they made something.
I'm gonna be honest.
It's like the fucking stupid fucking GFX bots.
Like, why won't you commission me?
Yeah.
That's so rude.
Like, I'm just like, bro.
Bitch, no. So
Bitch. I got one who told me that, like, I'm like, hey, DMing people is for commissions is rude. Like, I'm just, have you ever heard of like marketing? And like, I'm like, bitch.
I've heard of
Theory,
marketing, and
no.
that's why no one's heard of you.
And it's just like,
Ouch! I'm sorry. Whoever does that, I feel bad about that. That one actually hurt me.
what?
I said to that question, it was like, have you ever heard of marketing? I was like, yes, I've heard of marketing, and that's why no one's heard of you.
Oof.
Yeah.
But it's just like people are like so entitled.
Yeah, see a
to
Reaper.
their money.
See you,
I'm
Reaper.
like,
Yeah.
bye. Like I was like,
Oh,
I'm
please,
not
Deadpool.
interested. Like I'm like, I'm not allowed to share my ideas. I'm like, I don't fucking watch it. I never asked. I did
So
not ask.
my
Ask.
yeah. So the problem I have is with the you guys know Star Wars Acolyte, right?
Yeah.
The movie that got canceled after like one season.
It was a TV show
TV
for
show.
Star that
Yeah,
got
yeah,
canceled
TV
after
show,
one
got it.
season, and
Yeah, that
the
was,
problem
like,
is
so fucking bad.
they're not blaming themselves. They aren't saying they made a bad product. They're blaming the fans now. And my question is, do you honestly think that's going to lead to more sales? You're going to lose more money as you have been losing money for a long time. Disney, as I love, I gotta be honest. I'm a big fan of Disney. I love Disney. I love Kingdom Hearts. I love the Disney
I mean,
movies. I love the
Disney
Disney.
basically. Sorry.
So my point is, I love that company because I've grown up with this shit. I love it. At the same time, as it has gone on, I have been wishing for its downfall, and I really hate that. My problem is
I mean,
this.
Disney literally blamed the fans of Tokyo Revengers
Uh-huh.
for not getting a dub.
Exactly.
For the season 2 not getting dubbed because
Yeah.
you guys didn't watch it enough, so there's no point in us dubbing it. Because nobody fucking knew it was fucking on Disney Plus to begin with. You didn't fucking
Yeah.
advertise it for shit. Nobody knew, and most of its no offense, most of Tokyo Revengers viewer base are dub only. Most of the viewer base of Tokyo Revengers watch the dub and not the sub.
Yeah.
So that's why it didn't get fucking
Anime
a lot
and
of
Disney.
views.
Well, that's just anime on Disney. I think Disney does not do anime well. But my point was specifically like for Star Wars. I think they should be able to handle very well. They're handling so badly. To the point to where I don't care about Star Wars anymore.
They ruined Star Wars. They ruined Marvel.
Yeah, it's the thing is this. I was a big Star Wars nerd. I could tell you everything about the Old Republic all the way to Hyperspace Wars. You know what the problem is now? I don't care, and that's what kills me. Because I honestly, the next Star Wars thing, I don't care. I'm not excited for a Battlefront. I'm not excited for anything Star Wars anymore. All I know is it's gonna be shit every single time it comes out, and they have lost money because of it. To the point where they nearly got like, what was it? They nearly got Hostile takeover like a year or two back. Like, this clearly isn't making them money. Like, not at all. They're going broke on this shit. And I'm just waiting for them to finally go down, you know?
Just look at the fucking Snow White movie.
Yeah, the Snow White movie. Have you seen that, actually, Blackbird?
I've seen
yes.
the trailer. It's
Oh,
so
God.
No, I watched it and
they-
decided it wasn't worth my time.
So they got but it's so stupid. Okay, they got criticized for not using, for I guess they got criticized for like the dwarves, right?
Yeah, they
So
weren't gonna
instead they
use them.
decided-
Then
They
took a
decided
year.
to make them all like full-grown people, and then they got criticized for that. So instead of hiring little people to play the dwarves,
They CGI'd them.
They just
They CGI'd them.
They CGI'd them.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's
Don't
not
even
going
start
well.
on fucking Rachel Zegler. Like the
Jeez.
first line of Snow White is her skin was white as snow with hair as black as ebony. That's
So
the first fucking line of that fucking of that fairy tale.
yeah, so my point is this. When it comes to Disney and like other companies that blame fans, they are losing money. And it's a lot of money. And my point is this. They're going to fall, and I have no doubt they are, considering I could say the same thing about, journalists. They are actually falling. Companies are falling. The Game Informer is gone. IGN is losing money. So is most every other thing they're losing money. It just takes a long time for them to actually fall.
Yeah.
And I think from the action, because like we're seeing this AAA gaming and all that stuff. They fall.
They should be
nuke. They are phoenixes.
The ashes, they will rise. and
The thing
everything.
is, the industries do rise. They fall and then they rise. Gaming is going through it in a weird way. Most gaming companies are struggling to stay open. Like, what is it? Bethesda was bought by Microsoft because they needed someone to buy them. Fucking Activision the same way. Bungie was the same way. Bungie, if they didn't go with Sony, was gonna go bankrupt. And at this point, they're still gonna go bankrupt. Like, these companies are going bankrupt. It just takes a long time. When they fall, new companies rise up. Like, Larian Studios is now a name that everybody knows because of Baldur's Gate. It just takes a while, and they basically die off, and then new companies take form. That's how it works. It just takes a while. Like, apparently Oreos aren't actually the original. The original is a different cookie that just got the name Oreos printed on it. The old company died and the Oreos took its place. That's how it works.
I like Oreos.
I know.
I actually have Oreos right here.
Yeah, me too.
Zero
I
Oreos. Yeah.
got the original Oreos.
But that's my
I got double stuff as well.
but that's my point though. Oreos isn't
Gosh,
the
I
original.
want to get double stuffed.
It would.
I'm
JK.
sorry, what?
JK.
I don't
No.
think that's not a JK. That is a down bad moment right there.
Well,
No.
yeah, I mean, Hello Kitty didn't even start as Hello Kitty.
Exactly.
Like Sanrio didn't even start as Sanrio. It developed into. It didn't get bought though. It just got.
Power
turned into
Rangers is a
something else.
spin-off. Power Rangers is basically like a remix of Super Sentai.
Power Rangers.
Like these things.
Don't you ever stop. That shit got banned and rebooted so many fucking times, man.
Like, yeah, that's my thing. That's my thing. They get banned, they get rebooted, or there's different companies take the lead, or anything else like that happens. It's always happened. And to put it even more perspective, there's a new Battlefield game called Delta Force. I'm more excited at that than anything DICE is coming out with. But
Yeah,
that's
I
my
heard-
point.
I heard of Delta Force.
So, yeah.
I don't hear about shit.
That's my point. That is literally my point. Game companies die, new game companies take their place. The ones that last are the ones that last because they understand what they do and they last for a reason.
I
Companies-
feel like we should like give more towards indies right now.
That's what everyone's doing. Technically, Black
Indies turn
Myth.
into bigger studios though.
Exactly. And this cycle continues. That's how it works. Everything gets big, gets fat, dies.
All
New
right.
thing get big and fat and die.
Sky, say that you had 500,000 followers on Twitch. You regularly pulled in 24,000 people to your streams, and someone approached you saying, "I would like to buy your channel for $50 million." That sort of offer will tempt people.
Oh yeah.
It might not tempt
Depends
you.
depends how much I'm making monthly. If I'm making
You're making nothing near that amount. You're making monthly maybe. Let's see. I'd say. Let's just be generous and say you're making 12,000 a month.
Yeah.
18,000 a month.
Yeah.
But you have such a big reach and influence. You get 50 million to take the money and never stream again.
No, I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't do it?
No.
Because anybody who actually values streaming and actually values their community and everything would never think twice about it.
Do you remember? I remember there was offline TV.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember who it is. Who's the person dating Michael Reeves right now?
I have no idea.
Trying to remember her name.
Michael
Lily.
Reeves?
I think it's like Lily Pichu or something.
Yeah.
Anyways, they were attached to a lie detector, and they said it's not always about the money, and the lie detector goes, "That's a lie." And then he says he thumbs downs that and says, "Yeah, that's a lie." And I just listen. The thing is, Sky, you are genuine in your streaming.
Yeah.
But most people, when faced with getting $50 million,
Yeah.
will probably go, "Oh my god, that's a lot of money. I'm going to take that, and then I'm going to head for the hills. And I'm going to retire with my wife and kids somewhere sunny, maybe North Dakota." And then that is the end of their story.
Yeah.
They have concluded. And with companies, for example, in pest control,
Pitiful.
there is a guy who has made 5 different companies, all starting with the A in my area.
Yeah.
And do you know what the purpose of these companies are?
He builds them
To
up.
get customers. He gets customers to build them up and then sells them off to other people to take
Yeah.
their contracts.
Yeah.
That is the way that certain business models are. And certain business models when it comes to games is you make a banger game and then you hope that someone either buys your company outright or
Yeah.
funds your company.
Yeah.
And if not that, well, let's just say that the RimWorld dev has gone the way of Stellaris, where he's releasing a bunch of expensive DLCs to keep
No.
pulling money out of his customers that he already has.
I know.
The cycle, it goes one of three ways. Either they keep scalping money from their current business, they get sold off, or they get funded from someone who will end up taking their company eventually.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's how it works. And then
Yeah,
those
glad you're
publishers
in
that
Canada, where capitalism isn't as rampant.
well, then you also have the publishers I mentioned, like those publishers.
I mean,
They fuck
we
up.
do have
They
capitalism
cost.
in a different way. Us is more us is more of a housing crisis.
Yeah,
Whereas, like,
People. Why?
basically people are immigrating and then
Yeah,
they
yeah.
buy up all of our houses and then they rent them out for outrageous prices.
Yeah.
And people are getting evicted from their homes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the thing about the
Different
thing
kind of
the,
capitalism.
the thing I want to mention is like those are usually publishers, and publishers go up and then they go down. That's just how it works. Like most companies go up, go down, die, get replaced by newer companies. That's how it works.
Yeah.
It just takes a while, and I mean a long time. Like, what is it, Fox? That got bought by Disney. That used to be a big thing. And now they're dead.
Disney?
Yeah, Fox bought Disney. Oh, Disney bought Fox, sorry. Disney bought Fox, other way around. But yeah, Fox used to be a great big thing, and now it is
Yeah,
dead.
I know.
That is
A lot
how
of my
that's
t-
how
a
these
lot of my
companies
TV
work.
shows are from Fox
Like,
that I watch.
it's very rare to see a business last forever. Like, there's the longest business in history is technically a castle making company in Japan.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
That is like the longest lasting
Yeah.
business, which is older than the
Huh?
Roman Empire, surprisingly. Like, holy shit. Ugh. But yeah. Hello, Reptile. How's it going? But yeah, no, like, I'm gonna be honest, I think we beat this thing to a dead horse, and I am out of topics. So, if you guys have no topics to mention, I think we, do you guys have any topics, actually?
Well, I got the Taiga thing out of the way.
Taiga thing was out of the way. I really want to talk about that, actually.
Well, we can talk more. I do have a little bit more, like...
Anything...
it's a developing thing,
Okay.
but yeah, I mean...
I really didn't put holes in my wings in my new model. I forgot to add.
you'll
Sorry.
add them. You're
No, I
making your
can't.
model yourself? Or...
No.
No, I forgot to, because on this model my hair hides the holes in the bottom half of my wings.
Oh.
Ah,
So my model artist didn't realize that there was holes in the bottom half of my wings, and I didn't realize either until I got the art. I'm like, oh, right.
well, you could go
I
ahead and
have-
say, hey, can I have a modification to it?
Yeah.
No, because I already sent the PSD to my rigger.
Well, the thing is, you
Ah,
could, like,
okay.
commission it all either. It's fine.
Well,
Yeah.
let's see. Well, you've got the other Q&A bits. We didn't do those.
Oh yeah, we still have the Q&A. Thanks for reminding me. Everyone, it is now Q&A time. If you guys have any questions you wish to ask or anything you wish to ask about me, Blackburn, or Skya, feel free to do so at your leisure. If you have nothing to say, just say milk.
Yeah, start beating up Sai if you've got nothing to
The
say.
fuck? No!
Yeah.
Don't be.
Sai
I
can
have done
take it.
nothing to.
Sai likes it, actually.
I don't like it. Thank you very much. The concussion bills are outrageous.
He's a big masochist.
Yeah, you can't fool this nose, and I can smell his let's just say excitement from here.
He's done. Oh god.
Arousal.
Yeah.
I hate you all. I hate both of you.
It's all in the pheromones.
Technically, you're just a slime creature, and you're a fairy. I'm pretty sure you're just.
I'm a slime creature, yes.
Yeah, you're a slime creature. You
But
don't
I-
actually have a nose, and Sky is
I
so
do have a
high up her
nose in
own
this
fairy
current
dust, she
form.
can't smell shit.
I'm not
So-
high.
You're
Hey,
not high. I don't believe that.
Yeah. Can I do
I've
lines
never
of fairy
had
dust?
drugs my entire life.
Sky, where's fairy dust? Fucking Blackbird wants to do lines on it.
Well, no, it's because I'm a regenerator. It can't
down my
it can't
ass.
kill me in a way that matters.
What?
Destroying
Wait,
my
you want me to
farts.
do what? What? No. All right, never mind. No fairy dust.
Oh, come on, fairy dust. Snake mess.
So,
Snake. How's it going?
So,
Do you guys have any questions? It is Q&A time. Feel free to ask any questions you guys want. Anything at all. Anything's usually on the table for me. I don't mind, but you know, just be civil to everybody else. Like you can ask me anything you want, but ask those two. But at caution, they can say no. I can't.
You can ask me what you want, but be respectful and don't be a
Be
dick.
respectful. All I ask is for respect. I don't get respect though. You know. What are you eating?
Oreo.
What?
Yeah.
You can eliminate one game genre. Which one? Okay, actually, that's a good one.
Platformers.
I'm saying,
Actually, MMOs.
I like MMOs.
Actually, gotcha games. Gotcha games.
I'm
Gotcha
eliminating.
games. Yeah,
I'm eliminating.
I'm saddling on gotcha games.
I'm going to eliminate point and click adventure games. I don't like them. All you do is
Yeah,
point
but
and
what do you
click.
got against? No. What do you got against them? Like
Just
gotcha
point and
games
click.
ruin people's lives.
Yeah,
I'm hesitant between gotcha games and strategy games because I fucking hate
strategy games are great. Fuck you.
The passion. I hate strategy games with passion.
How is
I'm just
everyone?
I'm not strategic.
I'm gonna be honest. Get rid of
You
point and
would
click adventure
eliminate
games.
XCOM. You would eliminate XCOM Enemy Unknown.
You would eliminate
I'm not-
XCOM.
Okay.
Valkyria
it's a turn-based
Chronicles.
strategy game.
Point and clicks are
It
lazy.
was a turn-based strategy game on Plus.
Shit, we're gonna have to.
Wait,
Hello,
on
that's-
Clues?
Ow.
What's Clues? No, it's basically
Chaos,
aliens have
how's it going,
invaded the
everybody?
world, and you
Oh
are
god, let me
in
shut you guys out.
charge
Oh
of-
shit. Hello,
You're in
welcome to
charge
the
of getting
cover
rid of
crew,
them,
everybody.
okay?
No, where's it? Shout out. Let me. Welcome everybody. How's it going? Welcome to the
So
coffee
you
crew.
take
We are.
control of 4.
Yeah, we
I
are.
can't even play
Guys,
Fire Emblem Four
guys.
Houses.
Okay, sorry, we're ruining
my God.
Silence's
I'm
feng shui.
I'm trying to do the feng shui, and then yeah. Welcome everybody. Welcome to the coffee shop. This is Hot Takes. We are currently in Q&A mode, so feel free to ask us any questions you like. And thank you guys so much for the co-op raid. How's it going? How is your co-op buddy doing? I'm pretty sure it was a co-op buddy, hopefully. How's it going? How's the slime? Slime raid and dog raid. How's it going? Get raided? I have gotten raided. And
Yeah.
joining me is Skya and Blackbird. Please follow them. They are great people. Help me get to 1K because I am literally 20 away, everybody. Literally 20 away and I get to 1K. I can't wait.
Yeah, sorry for interrupting there. I didn't realize. Like, I'm so tired because of the Japanese festival today that I was focused on trying to
I need to go to a
explain
Jap-
XCOM.
I saw
So
the raid. I
XCOM.
didn't process the raid.
Yeah.
So
How are you
So,
doing? I'm
yeah,
good.
Yeah. So you take control of 4 soldiers,
Mhm.
and you get to move them in your turn. You get to move them a certain distance, or shoot, or throw grenades,
XCOM,
or
right?
have them interact with items. And then it's the aliens' turn. And then
Wait,
the
you get rid
aliens
of Baldur's
move, and then
Gate?
it goes back and forth like that until it's like
No.
it's
That's strategy.
you don't like Baldur's Gate.
I don't like strategy games. I tried Fire Emblem 3 Houses, whatever the fuck it's called. I literally could not even get past the first trial battle. My brother had to help me because I was so lost.
Question.
Wait,
Do you
Pokemon
wait?
Fire Emblem.
Wait. Question. Would you get rid of Pokemon?
Yes.
She's not allowed to.
Pokemon
Okay,
Pearl,
Blackbird.
and
She.
the only
she-
thing I did in Pokemon Pearl was RP. I was literally playing The Sims and Pokemon Pearl.
Okay, so Blackbird. She's not allowed to get rid of any game genre. She's denied this responsibility.
No, I'm okay with Pokemon too.
You.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
You get rid of Power World. You get rid of all this other shit. Like, oh my gosh, what the fuck? What's wrong with you? Why are you getting rid of these games? These games are great. What the
No, I
fuck's wrong
said
with
that
you?
I'm fine with it. Not that I. No, I said that I'm fine with it. Not that I would be like I'm approving of it. I'm saying I'm neutral to it. I'm neutral.
It don't matter to me. I don't want strategy games just to struck it up and disappear. So for everyone who's wondering, we got asked the question: what game genre would we get rid of? I said point and click adventure games. Skya said strategy games. I don't know what Blackburn. Oh, Blackburn said gotcha games. Fair point on that one, by the way.
I'm just stupid, okay? I don't like games that test my brain.
Well, the brain is a muscle. You need to test
Yes,
it to
you
make
need to
it
test.
Mm-mm.
100%.
Yeah, it's called
yes.
exercising
Exercise
your
your
brain.
brain.
Guy.
It took me 10 minutes in course party to realize I had to go back to the bathroom. Okay.
Oh my.
Okay.
Well, but it took you 10 minutes, and the next time
Yeah.
you play through something like it'll take you 9 minutes. See,
It will.
it's
you-
okay to have to take time.
Taking time is fine. Just know.
I went around in circles 5 times trying to find a fucking exit that was
Also,
really right in front of my face.
But like, Fire Emblem as a strategy game is different from turn-based strat. Like,
Yeah.
We
I mean,
still
it's-
turn-based.
It's still a strategy
no.
game too.
you basically, it's like you have to pick and choose. Okay, I want my character to be in cover here, and I want them to
Exactly.
shoot at this person here. And it's like you don't have to do one strategy. You know, you could like.
I'd rather play chess.
See, I'm gonna try
Okay,
and shadow Ella
Why
now if I
would you rather
can.
play chess? Chess is so boring.
I like chess.
No, it's good, but it's it
It's
gets
because
okay.
chess
Listen,
has like
if you don't
clear
play without
rules.
a timer, if you don't play without a timer, you will have people who will take literally 15 minutes to
Yeah.
do a turn.
Yeah, I
and it-
know, but
it's
like
so-
at least there's like clear like
Chess
very
is
clear
awesome.
rules on what you can and can't do and like what pieces can do what. It's like there's a lot. There's no. It's equal on both sides, right?
Well, yeah,
It-
But
it-
still,
I like the equality of like we all have the same number of pieces, the same ways that this can go. You know, it depends on who has the best
Spawn is
strategy. It's not like
Of
oh
course
this dude has a
Spawn's
higher
chess?
level
I've
than
never
I
heard of
do, and
that.
this dude has a better attack than mine. He can do long range attacks. He can like
Okay. you know what? That's valid. The only reason that I don't like chess is because most people don't play with timers, and if you don't play with timers, then people will just take 15
Yeah.
minutes to do
Yeah,
something.
no, I play
in
with
the
timers.
brain.
I'm gonna be honest. I like strategy games, but I think some of my favorites are like. I'm gonna be honest. I think my favorite is honestly Hoi 4 because of it is complicated. It is complicated, but
Hearts,
it is a really fun game because you get to do
Hearts
shit
fine.
like that you never thought about it. Like I have never
You
had
never
a game.
played Canada.
I have played Canada.
You have?
Yes, it was
Yeah.
awful.
Did you win?
It was awful. You know
War
why?
crimes.
You don't get to commit any because Britain never goes to
Damn.
war. Because you're stuck with this
Damn.
British. You're stuck as like this British
Damn.
Ponzi, and you
Sounds like
can't do
skill issue.
shit. Like I was stuck for
sounds-
most of the game, not being able to do my own fucking independence because.
That
God
sounds like
damn
a
it.
skill issue. I'm not gonna lie.
It's not a skill issue. It's just Canada sucks when you're stuck to the British. God dang.
Hey.
This is why America went fucking out of the British. They actually got to do shit.
You know, still fail without us.
We actually did pretty well, actually, without you, but that's besides the point.
In the game, in real life, y'all would be nothing without us.
Nah, we still be fine. But hello, Stime. How's it going? Also, do you guys have any questions you'd like to run by us? Because we're still accepting questions if you guys want to
Yeah,
know
we're still
anything.
accepting questions.
We're
Thank you
still
for the
accepting
bunny
questions.
Outfit,
Fuck you.
Chaos.
Why? Ella, why? What have I done to you, Ella? I've done nothing to the
Heck yeah,
dog.
Ella.
I've done
Heck yeah,
nothing.
bully.
Also, Ella, what were you playing? I'm actually curious. Were you playing that one Schmintai game I've seen you've been playing recently?
The bunny thingy, right?
Is it? What is it called?
Senran Kagura Peach
Senran?
Beach Splash.
What the
No,
fuck?
I think she was playing the bunny game. Where like, it's like a host club, right?
Why is
Like
Ella
a bunny
smiling and now
host-
she's mad? I feel like
host
I
of
feel
a restaurant thingy. You
Is
were playing
it?
that, right?
Yeah. No, we were playing Mario Party. Ah, damn.
Mine, I was wrong.
Welcome to the Homemade Cafe. Tonight is Thursday, which means it's Sundare night.
We're
You're
not
playing
Thursday.
Mario Party Superstars.
We're
It's not
Saturday.
like then it's Yandere night.
I won.
close.
Wait, Ella won? Yay! Ella wins. Oh god,
Hey,
Ella
nice
wins.
Ella,
We're
nice.
gonna die.
Woo,
Again?
woo,
Yes, you did.
woo,
What?
woo.
Chaos
I
does
don't
not
know
seem
what
happy about
means.
that. Chaos don't seem happy about that at all. Oh my gosh.
I know, Eepy Fairy. So
EP Fairy.
Mm.
If you guys have any
I'm
questions, feel free to hit
sorry.
us with it. It's fine, it's fine. We won't go too much
Any
longer.
more questions that anyone would like to ask? I am a very
Yeah.
open book. Go ahead and ask away, and you shall
Actually,
have
I
the
do have a
answer.
question.
What?
Yeah,
Why did you put the emblem with you eating a fish on your chest, basically?
that's my moderator.
That's your... What? He's...
Yeah, my moderator's a fish, and they're a turquoise fish, and so I made them a fish, and I put them on my
Question.
Yeah.
Were you so? I noticed this, but because my does VTubering lead to being a furry?
No, it doesn't. It can lead you.
Okay, because I know a bunch of VTubers who went straight up furry for some reason.
Well, yeah, they might go straight up furry.
It's rated.
Taiga. I mean, going back to Taiga, Taiga used to have like a human outfit, and now Taiga is straight up like demi-human furry.
Wait.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Do you eat your mods?
They eat their mods?
You eat your mods.
I just squish them in my jaws. I give them a light chomp because it's funny.
Oh god, do you give your mods hickeys?
I only have one moderator.
And you give them hickeys?
I only have the one moderator.
Give me hickeys, so you just
totally
said it.
Do. No, but it's full. I give them a soft chomp, and then I give them a lick, and I'm like,
no,
yep,
she swallows
this one
hers.
tastes like fish.
I don't swallow my mods.
You swallow your mods.
No, I lock them. I lock them in the basement.
Oh, mine.
Yeah,
I lock mine in a
swallow
box. They
them
don't.
down
They don't get anything except for like a few holes and then some water.
They're in my basement, and I service them every week so they don't get backed up.
Service, huh?
You service?
I'm saying I'm so tired.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, what the heck what are you servicing over there?
I sinks the
I'm so
teeth into the
sleepy,
skin and gets it sharp again.
Lucky mods, I guess.
Lucky mods, god, this in the
I'm saying
basement.
whatever that comes to my brain right now. Okay?
Wait a minute,
It's
is your basement called the Goon
dungeon.
Cave? Yeah. Your
This is
dungeon is the
dungeon.
Oh god, she has a
No,
mod dungeon.
yeah.
She puts all her mods in the
Your
dungeon.
mod dungeon is called the Goon Cave now.
No.
Yeah.
I put mine in a box.
No.
It's a very lovely box full of rats. But the rats make
It's
them go
full of goon
crazy.
juice.
Yo.
Crazy. I was crazy once.
No,
Lucky
No.
mods,
do not.
rubber room.
The rats make me crazy though, because I went crazy in a rubber room full of rats.
Well, originally the way it goes is
Jimpam that died. Why call me a potato?
I like potato.
Why you call me a potato?
Do you not like potato?
I like potato, but I'm not
The
a
potato saved the Irish.
I'm not a potato though.
You're a potato.
Skya, no way her mods. She just kidnaps them and tortures them.
That's
No,
what
I
she
don't.
says. That's what she says. No eats? Ah.
No eats. I don't I torture them, but in a pleasurable way.
See, we were not wrong, right, Bradford? Holy shit.
gosh darn, I
Can I-
knew it.
Can I volunteer to be a mod?
You want me to?
What the heck? Now that.
You want me to attack torture you? You want me to like
Ouch.
beat you and overspin
son-
you? And all
son
that
of a
stuff?
Okay,
Is that
what
you want me to
what
do?
are my ears hearing?
I'm getting the shit kicked out of me right now.
I'm sleepy in my brain.
Sky,
No filter.
I'm going to get the horny bat, and I'm going to bonk the pixie.
I don't want to hear anything out of you.
That's right, I called
Bradford.
you a pixie. I'm not afraid.
Why do you call
I-
me a pixie for? I'm not a pixie. I'm
you're a fairy.
My mods
fairy.
are put into
Yeah.
a pocket
There's a difference
dimension
between
where they are
fairies and pixies,
stuck
you
in
know?
their own
Fairies
minds
are
thinking
cooler,
they can
too.
escape, but they never do.
Anyways.
Forever in a loop of reality, but never actually leaving, only thinking they can leave. Mwahahahahaha. Hey Ella, did I ever mention to you that that's kind of sadistic?
No, really?
That's kind of sadistic, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm just into belly dancing and salsa music.
Le, 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 le. I don't know why. I
Wait,
went
is it what the fuck?
Shakira. I'm
What
sorry.
did you say?
I went Shakira.
Not you.
Oh.
I don't
He's
even know who
into
that
belly,
is.
belly dancing and salsa music.
Only
Yeah.
a little. What is? I think I do.
Salsa, tequila, dun, 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 dun.
I don't know that.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how to dance. I have no idea.
No, no.
Also, when I was taught how to swim, I actually sank like a rock.
I'm out.
I kept sinking.
Why?
I just don't know how to float.
Sing, sing deeper, sing deeper, yeah.
I need to do another karaoke night. I feel like everyone would be there down for karaoke. Also, just to let everybody know in self-promotion here, because I can,
Hi.
I have a new debut happening next Friday, which means this coffee shop will be going, everything else will be going, I'll be getting a new model, and everything else will be there. I will also be going 3D.
I found
Yeah.
it! I
No.
found it!
Found what?
Found the Holy Grail.
I knew that the scouts had a crazy before.
What?
Crazy? I was crazy once. They put me in a straitjacket and told me to sit in a corner of a circular room, and that's where I died. And when I died, it made me crazy. And crazy, I was crazy once. They locked me in a rubber room with rats, and the rats made me crazy.
Yes.
And crazy, I was crazy once. I went outside and saw rubber tires, and the tires went and that made me crazy. That's the original. I knew that I heard it from somewhere, and then it just like core memory unlocked. My God, I remember doing that on hikes all the time.
God, this man's
I was
crazy.
crazy once.
Also, stop sniffing Sky out. Seriously, what the hell, mate?
Sorry, is the pixie dust. I'm sorry.
It's not like a drug. You can't get high off pixie dust.
Or can you?
Are you wanting it to? Sugar,
My
fuck you.
Just does wonders.
Hang
You
on,
have no
I'm gonna-
idea.
I'm gonna-
Twitch changed their
much better
TOS,
view
so
down here.
you may
sorry.
want to check
Hello.
before doing karaoke. Gosh dang it.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Fuck
might
you,
want to
TOS.
reserve for a Discord event, honestly.
Yeah, do it
Probably.
at a Discord event.
Probably. I'll probably be doing it as a Discord event. Blackburn, what the hell?
Dana, Dana, dun 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 dun
Dun
dun
dun dun dun dun dun dun dun.
Dana, dun 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 dun
Dun.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh gosh. The fairy Anki. Oh no. Oh no. The fairy
Bum 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 bum.
Hey, listen, Ella, what I do beneath the bar stays beneath the bar.
Legally wise, if he says anything beneath the bar, he dies.
Oh. I was just doing a Jaws meme. I was just doing a Jaws meme.
That bad, it's
See,
actually a pretty good
look,
view.
There's what the oh my gosh. What is going on?
I've been redeemed.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, blue now.
You see, Thai saved me. And now they've been taken
Oh.
away. Oh my gosh, dang it. Again?
Okay, got a yeah now.
Step on them? Yeah, I'll step on them. Oh, I can't go that high, can I? Wait, hold up. Oh wait, you're over here, right? Step, 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 step.
Oh shit.
And here, have some. I don't know if I'm behind you or in front of you. I'm in front of you. There you go. Have some Skya booty. There you go. Have some Skya booty.
I'm just gonna. I think it's time we end this. We all
Yeah.
lost our minds.
This is going
Let's go
going
raid
sussy
someone.
really fast.
Who are we gonna raid?
I just my nose is. Let's just say that the stuff they said about the pixie
Get the
dust
shit
is
kicked out of
true.
me. Oh god. You know what? Let's raid who's live
Sorry,
right now that I
fairy
know.
dust. I'm
Okay,
I'm a
let's
fairy, I'm not a pixie.
let's shit, I don't
sorry.
know.
I keep saying pixie dust because of pixie sticks. You know, like do you remember whenever people would be?
Anime titty.
Gosh
They
dang it.
remember when people would say they would like snort pixie sticks. Do you remember
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
And that's what
Ow.
my brain keeps going to. So I apologize.
That's
No matter
fine.
what I say in the future, you are a fairy. So heck yeah.
Okay, so
I mean, even like even Tinkerbell, they're fairies, but it's called Pixie Hollow, so it's like.
yes.
Yeah, like
So-
what the heck?
We're gonna go raid.
They murdered all the pixies.
We are going to go, motherfucker. We're going to go raid Rias. She's currently playing Sonic Adventure and everything else like that. So thank you guys so much for being here. I will see you guys tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow. I'll see you guys next Tuesday. And Tuesday will be the only stream until Friday because I have a debut on Friday. So please hit the follow button. I am 20 away from 1K. I'd love to reach that today or maybe anytime soon. Thank you so much. But yeah, please also go follow Skya and Blackbird and everyone else who rated because they also deserve the love. And I'll see you guys later. Right now the shop is closed, so get the fuck out.
Oh.
I hit the button wrong. We still got like 10 seconds. Oh gosh. Ow. I feel like I'm gonna get hit in the face now. Bye guys.
Swish, 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 swish.
And vehicle. Embrace.
Rabbit.
Oh, funny.
That was great. That was a great stream. Thank you guys so much for being here, honestly.